All right, chat. All right, I want to make sure. All right, I'll turn my microphone down a little bit. Chat, I need y'all to do me a favor. For once in my entire streaming tenure, I need y'all to be the yappers. I need everyone to start typing in chat real quick because I think I've enabled chat to show up on the camera and on my live stream because y'all have been requesting that. I completely forgot to add that to my streams. I don't know why it got disabled, but anyone who's in chat, please, if you could, type in chat just so I could see if it'll pop up here on my stream. Just so when you can view the VOD back, it'll actually show back for you guys as well. But let me see if there's anyone in the stream yet, because I don't see anything popping up just yet. I see 7 watching. I don't see the chat popping up. Shit. Alright, well, this isn't good. What's going on, everyone? Hello, everybody. I'm trying to get the chat to show up for this as well, but it's not for some reason. Give me one sec. Okay, that's what should be showing. So why is it not? Do I have to have stream elements up? Excuse me. Max with the Nirvana shirt? Yes, of course. I see it popping up on stream elements. That is way too big, by the way, the text size. I gotta lower that down to like... Yeah, 20 should be good. Excuse me, everybody. Pardon the coughs. I cannot believe you're back. I thought you fell off the face of the earth. I did for a while. Arizona Rangers, good to see you again. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Have you guys listened to Union by Starscreamer? I myself have not, but while y'all chat amongst yourself in chat, I'm gonna try to fix this here, just because it should be showing up. Sorry for this, guys. Why is it not showing up? This is a browser, right? Filters. What's good, Jesse Pinkman? What's this XP thing? I don't know. It's something new YouTube's added. I guess for people to be more interactive. And to forget about the AI slop that they're invading the platform with. Okay. This is just not working. Why the hell is it not working? So if I go here, yeah, it still doesn't show. I literally watched a video saying that how this should work. Page read access. Anyone here good with OBS? We'll move on shortly if I can't figure this out, just because this is some bull crap. I mean, I can see chat on the stream elements, but for some reason I cannot see this on OBS. Therefore, I cannot see it. You know, you guys cannot see it on my YouTube channel, or on the stream. This is some propaganda. I saw these videos saying that this should work. What if I click refresh? Not that that should do anything, because I reopened the OBS software after I've already saved these settings. Oh, chat, it's going down. Oh, it's going down. Me and OBS are about to have an absolute war. The mic volume could be a little louder. I turned it down just because I didn't want it to be too loud. Let me know. Is that good, guys? That should be good, because I was listening to the stream back last time and it was pretty loud. Okay, copy stream URL. Do I have to make... Alright, hold on. I'm just gonna make a new one. Real quick. I'm gonna make a new overlay real quick. Give me 1 second. Add widget. Here we go. Hope everyone's been doing well, by the way. One in chat, if we got a lot to talk about, as you've seen by the title, the Wisconsin thumbnail, of course. We're going to be talking about the top 10, or at least according to Mr. Egg, the top 10 WAFQ Lost Wave songs. Well, some of them have been identified, about 4 of them, I believe. 4 of them have been identified. There's 10 we're going to go through, the top 10, and I've made a tier list with our good friend Tier Maker to talk about these songs. So, once I get, hopefully, the chat situation situated, we're going to continue on. If not, then it's going to be a sad day. I don't know why I don't know why I can't just drag this over to OBS. Some bullshit. Okay, so now that looks good. Maybe the text could be a different color. Because I don't want it to be black. Not in that way, I'm just saying I want it to be easier seen. There we go, I need it to be white, maybe with a black border. What about text shadow? Does that work? Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. That looks good. Save. New chat. Alright, we're going to remove this. We're going to see if this works. I don't know if it'll work midstream, but I'm just going to add this new browser to OBS. We're going to pray to God. I don't know if you guys can see that. Whoops. Okay. Body. Does it, oh wait, it does need to be placed here? It shouldn't. That'd be some bull crap. Alright, well, I see it. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to bring this over here. Sorry guys, I don't know if the chat's gonna work for y'all. I thought I fixed it. I really thought I did. Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem to be working on OBS for some reason. Even though I literally watched 2 videos that said, here's how you do it. People in the comments said, oh, this helped, thank you. And then I go and do it, and it doesn't work. This used to be a free country. What happened to the America I loved? Alright, anyways, we're going to be going over the top 10 WAFQ songs that were either still Lost Wave or were once Lost Wave. 4 of them out of the 10 have been identified. I have not listened to any of these. I'm just going to keep it all the way completely honest with y'all. I have not listened to any of these yet because I wanted to save it for these streams, or for this stream, to give a genuine reaction. And IRF says, peak songs incoming. I am excited. Yo, Zero. Long time no see. What is happening, Zero? Welcome to the stream. I saw you with the empty blank chat last time and then hitting me with the BRB. Baskery. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Alright. Now, of course, before we do this, I want to make sure at least this still works. Alright, that at least still works. I don't know why the chat doesn't, but that one does. Maybe it doesn't need to be a browser. Maybe if I add a... Isn't there another? No, not window capture. Wouldn't be image. Would it be media? No. No, it's supposed to be browser. But browser doesn't work. So I'm giving this make source visible. I don't know why I'm giving this one last chance. But no, not 5,000. Alright, well. Still nothing. Alright, well. We'll just remove that. Fuck it, it is what it is. Okay. Oh, but you can see the OBS thing come up. That's crazy. Alright, whatever. We'll carry on. We're gonna carry on. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. The moon, the stars, the night is falling. We're gonna get started with tonight's show. Before we do that, though, whoops. We are going to actually... Let me get up this here real quick. I'm gonna continue with the old-fashioned routine that we've done at the beginning of a lot of my streams, where I'm gonna play a song that, you know, I've tried to Shazam. It's not Shazamable, and it's a very obscure song where I'm going to play it for you guys, and you guys have to guess what the song is by the next time I stream. If you guess what it is, congratulations, you're right. I have not set up a prize system for this yet. I just have not. So, let me get it pulled up here. Where's my notes? How y'all been doing, by the way? Y'all can't see my... Alright, perfect. I click pause, and then you don't pause. Alright. This is going to be Maximillionaire's, or Max's mysterious song, playing. This time I'm going to switch it up a bit. I have a hip-hop song for y'all. I'm going to be playing for you guys. You know, keeping on the hip-hop trend, just because I've been listening to a lot of, like I said, hip-hop, especially underground hip-hop, in my absence from the internet. So, we're going to play this. It's a 4.5-minute song. This song is not Shazamable. I've tried it about 3 or 4 times now. Doesn't work for the song. Because sometimes you have to do it twice, and then it'll pick it up. But this song, no. This song should be completely obscure, and it's a banger. So, hope you enjoy it. This is... Oh! I can't say yet. Enjoy. Prophets of Rage. Kong. Nope. Nope. There needs to be more hip-hop. WAFQ. You got any Jane Doe's today? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, I should not be talking over this. I'm gonna start this over, but real quick. You got any Jane Doe's for today? I have a John Doe I could talk about. I mean, I have a Jane Doe too. Yeah, we could talk about one later after this.
I'm about to break down doors, consistently hitting you with the real, the back floors, the dance. I get around like a record with a rhythm that's built and making your wisdom get down like syndrome. In fact, it's slick enough to make your backbone slide, bust a spin, kick 2 splits and glide to the side. Oh, what a great, wonderful feeling to be here tonight to represent VA resident. Smooth tracks entice me to float like clouds. Turn the volume up real loud and watch me turn it out. Fortified rhythms of an impeccable caliber, prone to invade your domicile like nostalgia. Since 89, I've refined my skill for rhyme, inclined to get mine, so now is the time. All I wanna do is get the money and dash, rip the mic and drop a beat to get you open like a gas. I'm set to go, so check the pro, the flow, who's about to blow, so look out below. Hey! Infallible music, those who try to display like E and get the Bozak. So yo, get your groove on and check the sound. And come on everybody, let's all get down. Come on and on to the break of dawn, non-stop hip-hop to the early morning. Beat, freak, the botcha rock. Like this, like that, you don't stop. Come on and on to the break of dawn, non-stop hip-hop to the early morning. Beat, freak, the botcha rock. Like this, like that, you don't stop. Check, I be the ill funk freaker, constructing the intricate type of groove that bumps through your speaker. Top notch, my literature reign supreme while whack rappers, they styles fall apart at the seams. Infinitely, I programs the ill bond with verbal infractions that be attracting bodily harm. Sincere and hooking up the fat tracks that date back to 9 Juice, undoubtedly able to get the jam loose. I pack 9 niggas.
I'm trying to solve the chat thing so while this plays.
Plated mics and get hype every time I let the lie take over my mind. You know my steeds, I must keep it ill as I proceed. Straight serving the masses with exactly what they need, while phony rappers is gun clapping. I'm so tapping and finger snapping when I'm rapping, and I'ma make it happen. Those that are unknowing are quickly to criticize the Paul. And you can play like Vance and Slick and lick the ball. On and on to the break of dawn, non-stop hip-hop to the early morning. Beat, freak, the box and ride. Like this, like that. Don't stop, come on and on to the break of dawn, non-stop hip-hop to the early morning. Beat, freak, the box and rock. Like this, like that, you don't stop. MCs prepare for the verbal 18-piece that was orchestrated with flay to freak you out like shit and keep you moving like Tribe to the K.I.M. for the party that should be hopping from beginning to end. As I let it off, I can't wait to see the kid who's still in credits for tracks he didn't make. He's straight fake, so brother in the new 9, I say it in the new rhyme. Cheaters never win, so you best to watch your behind in due time. Shorty, I'ma be fine for real, cause bull, it never outshines skills. I live for my music, so none could ever be sweeter. When I'm dead and gone, I will return as the bass in your speaker. Don't stop, I'm funky like Punan and trick spots, bust cocks like locks and get around like Tupac. Skills got the ooh-wah, so cats, they don't want none. For real, you think my clique was Japanese the way we show guns, so do run. Run and tell your man that cats from VA straight slave when it comes to mic play. Hey, my jam slams like Onyx. My vocals renowned to hit you with surround sound like I'm Panasonic. Front, rear, bass reflects in all ports, nothing but love cars from Belmead to Dove Court. So how you playing ain't for real, I can't feel, you need to just chill. So shorty, what you did? On and on to the break of dawn, non-stop hip-hop to the early morning. Beat, freak, the box and ride. Like this, like that, you don't stop. Come on and on to the break of dawn, non-stop hip-hop to the early morning. Beat, freak, the box and ride. Like this, like that, you don't stop. Come on.
I mean, it's not the transparent chat where it actually just shows the chat and it doesn't show the YouTube text box, but we're going to go with this. I'm going to add this to the other source display in a sec, but I can't yet because... Alright, hold up. I gotta make sure... Alright, there we go. Now I can show this screen. Because it doesn't show the song I was just playing. Alright. What song was that? Let me, actually, hold on. Pull this up real quick. While y'all try to guess what song that was. Finally got this thing figured out. And then we will put that right there. Hopefully that, there we go. Perfect. Perfect. And then, if I switch back, yes. Perfect. This is spectacular. Okay. I can turn this off now. There we go. Alright. By the way, I want to give a quick shout out to who was Jesse Pinkman right there, because he said that, speaking of bangers, I've been listening to We Are Men Alone basically on loop for 4 days. I was in that exact same boat as you, sir, when I first heard that song back in, I think it was like 2022, 23, somewhere around there. It was when I think I was still living in my other room in the apartment. I was on the other side. If you guys remember, if you were here back in the early days, I had a different background. That's because I lived on that side of the apartment I'm in right now. But, yeah, I listened to that nonstop when I heard that, like, 2 years ago. Like, it's... We Are Men Alone is an amazing song, but... Anyways, yes, that is your guys' homework. Y'all can try to identify that hip-hop song I just played by the next time I stream, which will be... I don't know, maybe Friday or Saturday. I'm gonna try to stream maybe like once every like 3 to 4 or 5 days, somewhere around there. Not do it like, you know, once, not every day, but like not like once every month or so. So I'll be good, more like I'll be peak. Lamo, got him. All right, peak. I'm seeing a lot of peaks. So apparently today, again, I have not listened to any of these songs. Apparently today, these top 10 WAFQ songs, identified or not, are absolute bangers. So I got the list here that Mr. Egg sent me. Shout out to you, Mr. Egg, wherever you are in the chat. Somewhere, I think you're here. I'll look for you later. We got 18 people in chat. Appreciate everyone here who's supporting me. We're going to get into this right now. I got the top 10 songs here. What songs should we start off with first, chat? Well, I guess while y'all answer that, let me go over this. We got the top song, according to Mr. Egg and a lot of y'all, I guess there's some agreement on these are the top 10. We got an unidentified song, placeholder named The Stars, which is a hard rock song. I'm excited for that. We got Wonders of the Unknown, another placeholder name, Into Space, Failing Systems. That says failing. Okay, yeah, Failing Systems. Then we got our first identified song, Douglas Leader, Uklid Wescott. I think Douglas Leader is the name of the song, and Uklid Wescott is the artist. I believe so. Unless I do have it right. Douglas Leader is the artist, and Uklid Wescott's the song. Then we got Doomed by Dis, or D-I-S, 93. Sean St. Don, Nausea. Alan Albee Good, or I'll Be Good Thompson, I Need You, which apparently some of y'all have called Peak. Alright, Zero, coming in with the... Damn, I can't get anything past y'all. Okay, Zero got the mysterious song that I just played correct. It was You Don't Stop by the rare indie hip-hop Virginia artist Freak. Congratulations to Zero. Spectacular work. Tell us how you did it. By the way, it's good to see you in chat. Hope you've been doing well. Why didn't Eggy put solve there? Alright, anyways. Sorry to interrupt that. And then after Alan Thompson, I Need You, we got At Night, another unidentified song. And then we got A Wait Up. So, let's see here. I seen Leader, I seen Nausea. I see Douglas Leader is the... okay, Douglas Leader is the artist. I like At Night. Virginia. Yeah, he was a Virginia artist. He had, like, I think, 2 other rare presses on vinyl. Like EPs or something. Let's see, we got The Stars. And then we got Nausea. I'll start with Nausea. Fuck it. We'll start with an identified song first. So, this is going to be Nausea, 1998 by Sean St. Don. Haven't heard of this song before. Have not heard of Sean St. Don. Hope I'm saying that right. Haven't heard of him. We're going to give this a listen. Let me turn that down a little bit. Shout out to 0/Q, as always, for being the Lost Wave channel voice crack with all the uploads, identified and not. I put cats they don't want none in Google in quotes, and there was only one result. Yeah, listen, that is a very good tactic in case y'all don't know about that. In, you know, excuse me, actually, let me change that. It's a little too big. Just so it looks nice. There we go. And let me move it. Sorry, hold on. There we go. And then move up a little. There we go. I guess make it a little bit. Sorry. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So, yeah, very good tactic. Search up lyrics in Google. Very good tactic, as Zero said. That's one way to do it. Who's in chat? I saw... Hello, Aaron. Or Sveta. I don't know, I saw a lot of hellos. I see Sveta's here. I don't know which account Sveta is. I don't know if they're using a backup or whatnot. But welcome, Sveta. Welcome to the stream. You're just in time for the first WAFQ song we're about to review here on the channel. This is Nausea by Sean St. Don.
Wrapped it up in conversation.
What are we thinking so far, chat? Very, very late 90s, early 2000s sounding, the song right here. Kind of Three Doors Downs-ish. I don't know, that's kind of like the vibe and aesthetic I'm getting. I'll be straight up. And you guys know me, I always like to keep it absolutely real. I never like to lie. I'm not sure I'm crazy about this right now. It's very much a lot like how a lot of other songs I've heard from this time. And it's gonna sound like a broken record here. I'm not sure if I'm too crazy about his vocals. So, that's just me. Not sure how anyone else is feeling. Arizona saying it's alright. True, it's good. Three Doors Down. I mean, not that he sounds like Three Doors Down, but just that whole post-grunge, late 90s, early 2000s vibe. You know, with bands like Three Doors Down, I guess Candlebox, even though they were around since the early 90s with the whole grunge era stuff. Pretty boring. Paranoid Anyway, Paranoid Brown. Eggs, Central Placeholder was... Let's get back to it. It's all up from here. Alright, so this is like the weak one of the album. This is the sleep... Oh, not the sleeper. This is the one that like makes you want to go to sleep with the album. Or out of the 10 here. Would you guys feel better if I played air drums while this song played? Legend has it I am actually a professional, diamond-ranked air drum player. So watch this. Hold on. Look, I can do it, guys. I'm just that good. Nausea by Sean St. Don. How we feeling? Anyone feeling queasy yet? So I saw some ass and it's alright and kind of borings in the chat. And I myself was not feeling that song whatsoever. So let's see how it's going to be ranked. So here we have the tier list that I've made. As of course made on Tier Maker. And now let me go over the rankings here and how we're going to do this. As I forgot to earlier on in the stream. So we got the rankings here. Wang, of course, means it's spectacular. One of the best songs on here, if not an amazing song. Lost Wave or not, Solved or not. It's an amazing song. You love it to death. Fall the King level. Paranoia level. Then we got Great. You know, pretty self-explanatory. It's a great song. You know, not one of the best, but, you know, pretty damn good. Then we got Good. Yeah, it's a pretty good song. Decent. And it's kind of like, you know what? It's decent. It's fair. Not really sure how you're feeling it, but you don't want to say it's absolute poop. Absolute dog shit. But then, the final tier, or the final level we have is absolute dog water. Absolute shit. You just think the song is horrible. My Pretty Doll level. Hoax or not, just, you don't like the song. That's how I have this set up here, and here's how we're going to do the rankings here. So, the way I did this in the past was, I would give my opinion on it, and then I would see what the chat overall was feeling. I would get like a count of a votes. You know, I still have a small enough, you know, viewer count where I could just individually count the votes myself, to see like, you know, what we're feeling here. But if I'm feeling strong, very strong about a particular song where I feel like, yeah, this is very good, I don't care what the chat says, or the song is absolute shit, I don't care what the chat says, I'm going to go with my ranking. That is, of course, I'm feeling pretty strongly about it. But if I'm feeling like, you know, I could go either way. If the chat likes it, you know, I'm okay with that. If not, I'm okay with that as well. I'll go that way as well. This was a song, I'm just saying, I'm probably going to put it because I don't think it was anything good or anything crazy. So, let me show the rankings again, just so y'all have them. And let me get a tally. Holy shit, we got 21 in chat. What's up, Eclipse? Welcome to the channel. He said, on be verified channel. My stomach hurts. 7 out of 10. It sounds boring, the song. Max didn't feel it too. The only entertaining parts were you air drumming and changing the volume at the end. I appreciate that. I appreciate that people in my chat still think I'm rather entertaining. So, 5 out of 10. It was abysmal. Holy typo. Tier. What are we feeling, chat? Wang, great, good, absolute dog water. 4. Oops, I just closed it out. Whoops. Nausea by Sean St. Don. Let me pull up the tier list again. You'd think I'd be prepared after streaming for a few years and then coming back after a little bit of a break and this being my second stream, but no. No. There we go. Nausea by Sean St. Don. I put it agreed, good. I'll take Curly Toes over that. That should be a sign of where I'd put it. 5 out of 10. We got a few I'm seeing here. I myself am also fearing I'm thinking it's not the worst song I've heard, but it's not that good. It's not my Pretty Doll level. I should have put that as the bottom tier, but I thought Absolute Dog Water was kind of funny, just because I like the word dog water. But we'll put it at for now. I think that's what the chat's feeling. I think that's how I'm feeling right now as well. Hi. Alright, how do you say your name? Is it Nexum? Is it Nixum? I'm just gonna say Nexum. That's cool. Unless you show me how it's pronounced in chat. But welcome to the channel. Also, welcome CIA, Lost Wave Lover. Welcome everyone in the chat. I appreciate everyone, of course, who comes and stops by to my little corner on the internet. Put it at I'd say. He still doesn't have uBlock. Of course, I don't. I just completely forgot to. Sometimes, like, I only go on my computer either to stream, do research on stuff, or to game with my friends. I don't even... Like, you know, if I go on YouTube, it's just, like, either on my phone or on, like, my TV in my room. If I'm on here, you know, I'm just, like, whatever. But I don't even have fucking... I don't even have ad blocker on any of those either. What's up, Visual? My Pretty Doll sounds like a name for a generic emo metalcore band. Yeah, it does. Alright, so I think we're cool putting it at Alright. Moving on. So apparently, according to y'all, or according to one of y'all in the chat, it says it only goes up from here. Next up, we just played that song. What should we play next? Let's do an unidentified song. I'm gonna save this one for a little later just because The Stars is an unidentified hard rock song. And y'all know me, I love hard rock, of course. Classic rock, hard rock, metal. Inner Space sounds pretty cool. But what are y'all feeling? Why does every Lost Wave member have an alt account? Because, you know, since we're a community now, we have some celebs, micro celebs. Sometimes they don't want to be seen, you know, just out about in the wilderness and chats. Like, oh, no, I don't want all this attention on me, man. Focus on the streamer. You know, I get it. Sveta is a, you know, pretty known celebrity in the Lost Wave community, especially with, was it Funky with Royal Treatment Plan? Is that what he or she solved? I forget if Sveta's a boy or a girl. I'm just gonna be completely honest. It's been a while since I've been in the community. My channel got deleted now. My main channel got deleted now. Wait, which one's Invisible Clarity again? I looked at access to my old one again. That's crazy. That do be happening though. I used to do that a lot when I was younger too. By the way, Max, you will react to some of the stuff people sent in your community post later. Yes, I will. I'm going to be saving that for the reaction section of this stream. I'm only going to be doing... I'll do 4 since I missed out on doing it last time. I'll do 4. I'll pick 4 from there from that community post, because a lot of y'all put that my songs for me to react to in the community post, so we'll do that. Okay, that's visual confusion. What's going on with the interview, by the way? I completely forgot about it, not gonna lie. Alright. That was, what was that, 2 years ago now? I do not have the files for that interview anymore. I'm pretty sure it's completely gone. I tried looking for it. I do not have it anymore. I don't even have Sony Vegas as of right now. I'm gonna probably switch over to Adobe editing software wise. So I unfortunately don't have that interview, as well as the Asif Ilyas from Big Picture interview anymore. I apologize for that, Zero, because I know that I had said I was going to work on it. Because I'm kind of getting back in, just because I have a lot of stuff going on in my personal life. So once I get back into uploading more on my channel, I want to talk about not only Lostwave stuff still, like doing interviews and stuff, but other obscure music as well. You know, maybe we could do a re-interview, like, you know, just kind of like an updated interview, because I have a lot of catching up to do on Lostwave. It has changed so much since we did our initial interview. If not, I get it, just because I didn't do the last interview. I completely get it. But Maximilian or Lost Media. Yeah, there was an interview I was going to do with Zero. I was also going to do one with Asif Ilyas from Big Picture. I don't have that anymore. I guess I deleted the files because I looked for them about, like, it was sometime before I streamed the first time. I tried to see, like, if I still had those files, and I just didn't have them anymore. I couldn't find the interview that I had with Asif Ilyas or Zero. So, unfortunately, I don't have those anymore. I sent 2 songs in that community post. One of them you reacted to before, and I wanted to see if you'd recognize it, Maximilianer. I don't know why I read my name. He was just adding me. Alright, bet. Lost Media, just like every dingle knows what? Huh? What's up, Zapper? Alright, next song. I saw someone recommend Into Space. I was looking at that as well, so we're going to do that as our first unknown song. This is Into Space by Unknown Song. Of course, that's not who the actual artist is.
Snap your W-2 and file your...
Man, I should get uBlocker, shouldn't I? I'll do that for next stream. I figured out the chat thing. On stream, though. I should probably do that on stream, too. But, you know what? I'm too lazy. I'm not gonna. We'll do it another time. I'm just gonna sit here and chat while I wait for these ads to stop playing. Here we go. Alright. Into Space. Let's get it going. I'm saying this right now, I'm feeling 90s vibe. What are we thinking in regards to, like, when do we think this song was made? I feel like anywhere from 96 to 2002, something like that. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Honestly, I'm digging this a lot more so far. Way more than Nausea. This has a very atmospheric vibe. Like, you know, of course, the vocal effects on his voice make it, you know, seem kind of spacey, of course, but just kind of like the riffing and the effects on that guitar and just the drumming. Really catchy. I'm really digging this right now. Fire. Getting some imaginary friends in chat. That one looks like Blue, the one that One Wants Boy sent. I think early 2000s, definitely late 90s, early 2000s, 98 to 2002. Yeah, definitely somewhere in like that post-grunge alternative era, which, you know, like we talked about with the previous song, some songs weren't as good. They kind of had a lot of repetitive sounds that a lot of other artists were doing. Others, of course, even if they aren't identified still, had a pretty banger, you know, vibe and, you know, sound to them. Is this low for you guys? I can turn this up. Let me know, because like it's loud for me. I mean, I don't mind it being loud. I just want to make sure it's not too loud for you guys. Yeah, it shows that the audio's in the yellow somewhere. Nausea is your favorite WAFK song? I'm very sorry, Zapper. That one was not favorited. Let's get some air drums in the chat. Okay, could use some synths. Oh, can't be playing that yet. That was Into Space. What do we think about that? I thought that was really damn good. Holy crap, I really enjoyed that. Especially that drum part in the middle. That, like, you know, I think it's a reverb effect that's being used on that drum, just like I have that echoey effect. But that was really good, that drum solo part, and just like kind of the synths used. Very, I don't know if it's space rock. Maybe it is space rock, but definitely has like that alternative vibe to it. Of course, you know, from the 90s, early 2000s, but definitely very good. I definitely agree with the peak comments that are going into the chat. Of course, I liked the synths. Yes, I did as well. Drum solo is fire. There's a WAFQ that talks about Trump. Which one is that? There's plenty of later ones. What's up, Chillbred Savior? I'm pretty sure every song on WAFQ is from 2003 or earlier. Is it still an active radio station? I looked it up because I saw that it, obviously it's from Wisconsin. It's from Muckwonago, Wisconsin. I think that's how you say it, Muckwonago. It says first air date 2007. Maybe that's a more recent ownership. But I mean, the frequency is, it says, the frequency is 101.3, but it says the old frequency was 92.9, which I'm assuming they've switched over. Interesting. Anyways, all right. Where would we rank this, y'all? Wang, great, good, absolute dog water. I don't think we're getting anything for any of the bottom two. Great tier. I see a Wang from CIA Lost Wave Lover. I get a sneeze. Oh. One of you said bless you before I sneeze. That's why I couldn't sneeze right now. Stop that. Ugh. But thank you to anyone who did say bless you. All right, I'm seeing great, great, great. A lot of greats. I saw one Wang. I saw another great. So we got 5 greats, 1 Wang. Thank you, one wants boy. I'm throwing it straight into Yeah, Jesse Pinkman is trying to be different, but fine. 1 You sneeze like a girl. IRF. You were probably born in 2009. That's why 09's in your name. You keep saying WAFQ. You keep saying WAFQ like WFAQ. I think you meant to say that the other way around, but I think I do keep saying WAFQ. You know, that's what it is for now. I got 1 good, another great. I'll give it another minute or so, another, moment. Jesse has shit music tastes, low key. Yeah, not for real. No, that song was actually pretty boring to me, bro. I mean, no, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. This is America. We must protect everyone's First Amendment right and freedom of speech. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, even if it's dead wrong. But that's okay. Jay Corson, welcome to the stream. He says great. He knew, LMAO. Alright, I think it's pretty safe to say we're going to put this in great. I would have to agree with that. What the hell did I put? Oh yeah, here's what I put for into space, little guy floating in space. I agree with that. Definitely great. I don't know if it'd be Wang tier just because, there have been a few times where a Lost Wave song or a Solved Lost Wave song, just as soon as I heard it, like it wowed me. Like Paranoia. Met Alone, I believe at one point was Lost Wave? I forget, because I know someone recommended it to me in chat. I forget who. But I forget if it was Lost Wave or they just knew the song, and it was never Lost Wave. But first time I heard that, I had an earworm for like 2 weeks for that song. I'm not even kidding. It was just an amazing song. These pictures are so random. Of course they are. Long time no see. What's up, Pixel Runner? AKA last stream. Yeah, people who are used to Maximilian streams usually are used to the last stream being like, a year ago or some shit like that. That's my fault. Alright, next song. We just completed Into Space. Now, question is, what should we do? What song should we dive into next? I saw someone saying, if you like atmospheric Wonders of the Unknown. Let's do Wonders of the Unknown next. Fuck it, let's just do this. Let's jump right into it. That sounded interesting. Shout out to this S2H channel for uploading all these, or at least all these so far. Paranoia mentioned. That song needs to get solved, man. Probably besides Fall of the King, my favorite Lost Wave song right now. Let me guess, you're going to spam Soda Pop. Is that the song that you kept recommending me to listen to? All Lost Wave I listen to is FEX, Who's Who, Fall of the King, and like a few other things. I mostly listen to classic rock, Metallica, Witchfinder General, and some random ass music. Our Jesse Pinkman. What is, or who is, the most random artist you know? Something that is just completely out of touch with the rest of your listening discography. I know, like you said, you listen to random ass music. Everyone does. Everyone has, like, a few random artists that they like. But what is one that's just so out of left field that no one would be like, that anyone who knew you would be like, he listens to that? Wowee. Sorry. Something. Wait, S2H himself is in chat. Wait, which one is he? Oh, is that the S2? Oh, he's has it spelled out S2H. I did not notice that. Welcome, S2H. Welcome to the stream. Yes, we're viewing it on your channel. Shout out to you for uploading these on your channel. Welcome to the stream. I've been here the whole time, LOL. I didn't even realize that. That's crazy. Glad to have you. Excuse me. All right, enough chatting. Let's do this. This is Wonders of the Unknown. Funny enough, by an unknown artist. An unknown song, if you will. Let's give it a listen. I just saw someone say this is an instrumental. Okay, well, thank you for that, because I was waiting for vocals to come, even though we're a minute in and there have not been any vocals yet. This is like teetering on the verge of being like noise rock and almost experimental, just kind of with all the, you know, faloom happening throughout the song, but at the same time it has like a rhythm and a beat. So it's like it's teetering on that line. This is an interesting song. I don't know how to feel about this yet. What are we thinking, chat? Wonders of the Unknown, a minute in so far. Wang intro. What are your opinions? What are my opinions on what? Hey Max, I know this is off track. Do you know NCS? No, I don't know. What is that? I know NCIS. Well, no, I know that one show 911 where it's like really corny. It's like there's a meteor shower coming, and the cop's just like, dispatch, brace for impact or some shit like that. It's just like a meteor shower coming. Oh, it's like the most boomer show that, like, you know, your grandparents or your great aunt and uncle will watch. It's like, oh, you know, wow, that's some really intense shit that they gotta go through some really tough stuff. Wow. Wang tier W. No copyright sounds. I don't know, sometimes I listen to Nirvana, not as much as I used to, but I still like him. And some Rolling Stones. Took me like 3 minutes to type this. Sometimes I listen to a little pop. I think I meant like out of left field, like, you know, someone that, like, you know, Captain Beefheart or like Wesley Willis or something. Like, I'll throw it on to some Wesley Willis. That's probably like one of my most out of left field artists. But anyways, back to the unknown. The speaking you hear is from Apollo 15 landing. Interesting, I did not know that. Yeah, it sounded like some radio play or something from, like, being spoken over the radio. I guess I also confirmed my theory in my head that this is like some sort of like noise rock or like some sort of noise song where, like, you know, I don't know if it's one of those. There's just one artist I came across. It's like Frankie Uskovich and like his Uskovich something like tribe or something. And it's like a band that like they play music kind of like this, except I think he sings. And it's like, you know, one of those bands where it's kind of noise, but it's also kind of like just noise. It sounds like the people who playing the instruments don't know how to play it, but that's kind of the whole art of it. Something like that. That's what this reminds me of. I'll have to show the artist I'm thinking of after we're finished playing this. Alright. That was Wonders of the Unknown. What's up, NY80s tapes? Or tape. What do we think of that song? What are we thinking? What are we thinking? What are we thinking? Sounds like slowcore, but I don't know. I'm glad that people like this because I don't know if it would go over well. Why did Helena become terrified? Toad and Fawn My Mind. Someone get that asshole out of his account. Interesting. I rate it 10 out of 10. It's decent. It sounds like something Radiohead would make. I enjoy the song. I forgot this Summer Life song existed. Definitely post-rock. This is a very normal song compared to some noise albums that I found on the depths of Bandcamp and archive.org. Welcome to the stream, Null. What's the most obscure or wildest artist you've found on Bandcamp or archive.org? Like, you know, noise album-wise. I found it okay. I got 2 wangs. I got a great. I enjoy this song. We got, remember, we got wang, great, good, absolute dog water. I'm kind of teetering, like, on this line right here. I didn't think it was shit. But I don't know if I want to put it at good, because I get those, like, you know, supposed to be atmospheric. Actually, I don't even know. Like, it just kind of sounded like a lot of woo, woo, like a siren. We're getting some great, some goods, a few wangs. I got 2 goods. Come on, there's 22 in chats. Make sure we like the stream and give me your rankings of what we thought how we thought that song was. If you didn't listen to it, well, you know, honestly, I never really thought about that low key. Like, if you just came back to the stream, you know, we just finished listening to the song and maybe you completely missed the song. What do? How do you rank it? You can't go back and listen to the song because then you're behind on the stream. You kind of just gotta go. You kind of gotta go with the flow, huh? That's all right. There's always been a decent number of people who do listen. Found unknown artists, the Sirens. Yeah. Very good one. It makes me feel like I am dying. Same NY80s tapes. I can't really remember. Most of these artists was named with weird Unicode characters that you can't input on a normal keyboard. Definitely some Japanese artists. I like how apocalyptic it sounds. Alright, I got 3 goods. I got 2 greats so far. I see 2 wangs. So far, the goods have it. Oh, wait. 1, 2. Yeah, I have 2 greats. 3 goods, 2 wangs. 4 goods. From S2H. Alright, fuck it. We'll put it at good. What did I have for this? This was... It's this one, I think, right here, yeah. There we go. Alright, we have our first good. We have a great, a good, and an eh. Quirky like a perky. NY's 80's the GOAT, of course. Good is a fine placement for me. They were trying to be quirky. Yeah, they absolutely were. Trying to be cutesy and artsy and different and nihilistic and Kurt Cobain-like. Alright, we have our good. Moving on to the next song. We're 3 down. Oh, wait, yeah, let me show you the artist that I was thinking of that this reminds me of. I think it was... Hold on. It's Frankie Yusevich? Fuck, I forget what his name was. He's like some noise artist. It's like a really long Polish name. Frankie... It's like Uklid Wescott. Something like that. I don't know. If you're Polish, can you all explain to me why your last names are so... Well, your naming scheme in general is just so beyond complicated. Kurt Cobain like is wild. Kirk Cobain. We are Kurt Cobain. We saw that, Daft. All I say was ooh woo. What am I reading? Alright, let's move on to a solved song. We've already listened to Nausea. We got Uklid Wescott, Doomed, and I Need You. Which one should we listen to next? There's only 4 out of the 10. Only 4 of them are solved. Come on, let's go. What are we thinking for the next one? I'm asking y'all. 23 in chat. I need 23 answers in chat, pronto. I don't know, you know those guys who, like, anytime they try to hype up anyone, they always have to clap? But, like, when they clap, they always have to put their head down and clap like this. Like, what are you, praising the dude? I like your shoes. Come on, let's go. Do Doomed? Alright, I was thinking Doomed just because I like the 3-letter name of D-I-S. So I don't know if it's D-I-S or Dis. We got Uklid Wescott. I have my opinions. I mean, one of them I solved, so... Which one did you solve, IRF? Rocket Ball Boy. I don't know why I thought that said Rockabilly. Something. Rocket Ball Boy solved Doom. I'm not seeing enough movement. Yeah, I know. I'm not seeing 23 viewer in chats kind of movement. Some of y'all are just sitting there with this in the background. I'm calling you out. Get to your keyboards. Get to it. Alright. Just like me, we'll listen to Doomed. Dis Nut, brother of D's. Oh, this is a longer song. 6 minutes. Alright. I should probably have gone over, just like Nausea, probably should have gone over, like, a little info about the song and, like, kind of where it was posted. My bad. But, now that while this was solved, or while this was unidentified, it was called Washing the Soul, and shout out to Rocket Ball Boy, this was solved by him, or her. I'll tell you when you get to it. Alright, bet. Dis and Dis are both correct. Very good 0. Just a reminder, no unidentified uploads until 2026. Happy New Year. Oh, okay. That was... Alright. And then when was this uploaded on Zero's channel? Was this like an older song? 6 months ago. Okay, so it wasn't like something that was uploaded like a week, and then a week after, you know, it got identified. You know, this was something that was online for at least a few months or so. Maybe even longer than before Zero uploaded it, and it was unsolved for a little bit. Just because, again, I don't know what everyone's classification of a lost song or an unknown or unidentified song is, but I always give it like 2 to 3 weeks. If a song gets uploaded online and like within 2 weeks it gets identified, I wouldn't call that particularly a lost wave song, just something that's really obscure, really hard to find. But you have a song that, you know, gets uploaded to YouTube or online, and 2 weeks go by, 3 weeks, a month, doesn't get solved. That's some lost media you got right there. That's an unidentified song you got right there. Speaking of which, Eastern Wind got solved by Kai Knoll, who was speculated for a while to be the person who made that song. I think I talked about him on one of my old streams. But anyways, let's get to Doomed by Dis, 1993. Small Fry Sessions 1 and 2. I like that cover. It's an old 50 stereo. Let's get to it. It's like psychedelic grunge. Yeah, good point, NY80s tapes. Anyone who doesn't comment in chat dislikes this song. It's a radio station. Vocals are buried in this one. Halfway through a 6-minute song. Chat, what are we feeling so far? This is fire. I'll say that much. I'm digging this right now. It is. These songs are in the WAFQ catalog are very atmospheric. I'm noticing that they're very like. I don't know if that was kind of the vibe that WAFQ kind of went for. Obscure bands that like kind of had this more like atmospheric kind of like. I don't know, just kind of like. Not euphoric, but like. What's the word? I guess I can't think of it right now, but you know, I don't know if that was the vibe that WAFQ was going for, but I'm digging this right now. I'm digging this a lot. I like his vocals, even though some people in chat are saying it's kind of buried within the music, like Poor Christmas, which is unsolved still, by the way. So groovy. It's alright. Good. Eggman is missing. We miss you, Eggman. I don't know where you are, but please come back. Where is One Wants Boy, Mr. Egg? One Wants Boy is usually lurking around somewhere. I don't know what Gwibbles means, but that's a word I never thought I'd hear come out of my vocabulary. Gwibbles. I like that word though. I'm glad it's been added. I'm gonna use that going forward. Nah, I Need You is pure 80s yacht rock pastiche. It's fine. I think I like it better than the last song. Let's continue. I'm digging this right now. I think I'm really liking this right now. What was last song again? Oh yeah, Into the Wonders. Very interesting. Dab on the haters. almost constant. What's up, Mr. Egg? I'm gonna have that rhythm stuck in my head for a while. I can already tell. I can already tell. All right. I'm just gonna be straight up. I think I already know where I'm putting this, but what are we feeling for this song? What are we feeling for Doomed by Dis? D-I-S. Mr. Egg, welcome to the stream. Shout out to you for making this tier list, by the way. By the way, Max, do you remember that parody, Wanna Be My Intern? That got solved like a year or two ago. It's from a band called Hillman in the Morning. The album's pretty funny. I have not heard of them. I do kind of forget about... I did kind of forget about Wanna Be My Intern. I do remember reacting to that song, I think. I forget. Great, good tier, good, great, good, good. Great or good. Okay, we're getting some greats. How many goods we got? How many greats we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 goods. 1, 2. Oh, 3 goods. 4 greats. Give it another minute or so. Anyone else who's listened to the song, where would you rank it? I would put on the great tier, so that's 5 greats. I think we got 4 goods. Media Core, another one hoaxed by the mighty Shout Shady. 6 greats. No one's gonna put this on Wang? I'm gonna be straight up. That's where I was kind of digging for this, or that's where I was kind of like shooting for this. That was amazing. I love the vibe that it got. And maybe this is just me. This is just me, but for whatever reason, whenever like I come across a good song, especially if it's a longer, like doomy, or maybe just like a song that really grabs me, and then I do some digging, and it's from like a band that like the song comes from an album that's on like a record label that like is super obscure, super underground. The album is so obscure that it's not on Apple Music or Spotify, so you know it's not Shazamable. That's how it can go lost. I love that because it's like discovering an entirely new universe or an entirely new world. So it's like I've never heard of this band Dis, D-I-S, you know, and apparently there's at least 6 other bands named Dis, D-I-S. But yet here's a band that like completely underground, completely obscure, and they have a few albums, they have some singles and stuff. It's like discovering a whole other world. And so I heard that song, very, you know, of its time, grungy, doomy. But man, was that fucking, I don't know, just something about it, man. I really, really dug that. The album's called Prez Dispenser. It's about 21 minutes long. Gotta love those shorter than 30-minute albums when they have at least 10 to 12 tracks. We aren't that high up. Let's calm down. No, I don't know, man. I'm thinking Wang is where it belongs. I was thinking Wang, but I don't know. That song was awful. Far from Wang tier. I think just for that, we're putting it at Wang tier. Probably isn't a hoax. Brown Eyeball. I'm gonna put it at Wang tier. There's gotta be at least one in the stream, right? At least of these 10. I really dug that. Just, and here's how I determine how I want to put that on Wang tier. and if I'm really confident about it, between Wang Tier and great. Like, you know, how do I determine if the song's Wang Tier or great, in case you're wondering? It's the replayability. I may hear a song that I think is great, Lost Wave or not, like, yeah, that's a pretty damn good song, that's great. But am I going to come back and replay it? This song, I'm 100%, I can already feel myself coming back to it. Once the stream is over, I'm coming back to the song and I'm listening to it again. Probably listening to other songs from this band. That's how I determine if it's Wang Tier or not for me. So, for me, this is Wang Tier, just because I know this song already has replayability with me. Just because, I don't know, I just love that rhythm, that... Wang Tier's criminal. We're putting it at Wang Tier. Screw it. What do you know about music? What do you know about this or that? You don't know shit or shat. So we got our first Wang Tier. All right, and I'm pretty confident with keeping that there. So moving on to the next song. We are 4 songs in. Time to go to our 5th song. Let's go to an unidentified one. You know what? Let's go to the Stars. Unidentified hard rock song. I'm pretty excited for this because, as I've said before, I love me some hard rock. And I love me some unidentified media. And I love me some unidentified songs. So let's give this a listen. Give some info about this band. Recorded off of WFAQ LP on June 1st, 2025. Okay, so some of these are more recent. Like really, really recent from when they were recorded. Searched for since June 8th. 2025. Source, here we go, it's a Vocaroo link. Alright, so the search for is not a year, but almost a year, about like 8 months or so, something like that. This is The Stars, unknown song and unidentified hard rock song. No, save it for last, save it, please. Does anyone know Small Ball Paul? You should replay it again just to make sure. Yeah, I think I should, J Course. I think we should play Doomed again just to make sure. Just so NY80s Tapes can be sure of his decision. Oh my god. Chat, do we save it for last or do we play it now? Because IRF saying save it for last. This must be a pretty damn good one. IRF, do we save it for last? Chat, what are we thinking? Do we save it for last? There's this very niche band called FEX. I don't know if you've heard of it.
I don't know if I have. You want to enlighten me on them?
I legit flinched. Play it now. Save it. This is the best song. Chilly. It makes a good finale. Yeah, save it. Save it. Alright, bet. Alright, fine. We're getting some save-its in chat. I'll save it. I'll save it. I know someone said play it now. Play it now. But I do love me some hard rock, so we will save this for the last song. This better be a good song, by the way. If I'm saving it for last, this better be good. I better be regretting, because I only like to make it like 1, maybe 2 songs that make it to Wang Tier, especially if we're doing 10 songs. This better be up there with Doomed by Dis. I'm going to be very upset if it's not. Stars is overrated. Save it. I guess. Also, boo, did I scare you? Save it. Play Euclid. Alright, we'll play Euclid then. I don't know why I keep showing that. We'll play Euclid, that's fine. Play some Euclid. Do Wait Up, I've never heard it before. We'll do Euclid. Right? Yeah, I haven't done that one yet. Yeah, we'll do Euclid. Alright, we'll do Euclid and then we'll do Wait Up. We'll do... Well, I'll save this one for the last Solved song that we play for this list because I've been seeing that. I guess this one's pretty peak from what I've seen from some chats, but we'll play this one, then we'll play Wait Up, and then we'll play some other unknown songs. Who's in chat? Orange? What's up, Orange? Is it Orange Ozarka? Yeah. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. Let's get some likes in the chat. If you're enjoying the stream, please like the stream. I don't know why I said likes in the chat. If you're enjoying the stream, please like it. For Douglas Leader, leader of Douglases, this is Uklid Wescott. or this is Douglas Leader with the song Euclid Wescott, 2002. Originally called Where'd My Heart Go? Solved by Rocket Ball Boy again. Shout out to Rocket Ball Boy, who's in chat right now. Another solve from you. Shout out to you. Let's see, when was this uploaded to Zero's channel? This was 7 months ago, at least. There's Rocket Ball Boy with the identification 3 months ago. About 3 minutes long. Let's give it a listen. Emo ska punk. Oh, I do like me some ska. Some ska, if you know what I mean. Some TE board, too, with it.
I'm alone but never wanna be on Saturday. I've gotta find a girl to stay away from, to keep my heart from going dumb again.
Appreciate your taco boy. Miss Eggs with some facts. This has parts of it, parts of the song are in 5/4, and I think some in 6/4. Yeah, it sounds like there's some interesting instrumentation going on in the background there. Your name's not Taco Boy, it's Taste Boy or Taki Boy? I don't know, I called you Taco Boy, my bad, but shout out to you, man. God Bless Virgins. What an album name. Euclid Wescott by Douglas Leader. 2002. Someone said this had Burnout vibes, like Burnout 3. I never played any of the Burnout games. I know that's a... Right? Oops. Don't know what I did there. That was Tony Hawk, right? Tony... I was never a big skater kid. Burnout. Oh, no, that's not a skater game. No, Burnout's another game. Oh, wait a minute. Burnout 3. Oh, that's a racing game. Oh, this game. I haven't played this either. I also wasn't big into racing games. I was big into Mario, Resident Evil 4, and like Wii games when I was a kid. And some Call of Duty. I never played Burnout. Interesting. I don't know why I thought this was a... Because that also had like some skater vibes. Well, maybe not skater vibes. Maybe it was a little too light for that because there's some horns and trumpets in there, but... Tony Cheeks. That's what I'm saying. Alright, where would we rank Tony Cheeks or Douglas Leader? I got a great, excuse me. God, I love ska music. Ska, I guess, incorporates a lot of... It's I guess ska is kind of like... What is ska? Is that like rock reggae kind of, but like you mix in other instruments as well? Because I know that Sublime, of course, they're considered, I think, ska, or like ska rock, or reggae rock. Ska's overhated. Burnout 3 was one of my favorite first games that I played on the PS2. I got one great, I got two greats, I got three greats. Good or great, I got Wang. Alright, so one Wang. 2, 3. I got four greats, I got two goods. Oh no, I don't. I got four greats. It's pretty mid. Wang tier. I got two Wang tiers. Reggae, but faster and danceable. That's what ska is? Okay. Interesting. Another great. Mr. Egg says great as well. Alright. We will put this in great. I think the greats have it. I've got about 6 or 7 wins, or 6 or 7 greats. I think that wins. I got a good. I got a Wang, which would make it about 3 Wangs. Actually, ska predicts reggae. I don't know, someone tells me. I know that, like, reggae and dancehall are different things. I know that, because I know, like, dancehall, I think, is Jamaican hip-hop. I think. And then reggae is, like, their version of pop. Reggae better than ska. Alright. I was going to say this is good. I liked it. I don't know if I would... Me, personally, I don't know if I would have put it on great, but this is one of those where, like, most people seem to think this is great. I thought it was good, but I'm fine keeping this a great. What have you done? No, don't say that. Don't say what? What have you done? No, don't say that. What? Oh, about the reggae better than ska? Oh, is that going to start a war? What have you done, NY80s tapes? What is this list? This is the WAFQ songs. Read the title. These are like songs, or the top 10 greatest. I don't know how many I just realized I said WAFQ. Have I been saying that the whole time? WFAQ. I do have dyslexia. I will say that much. These are like apparently the top 10 WFAQ songs that were played on the WFAQ radio. I don't know how many songs were taken from this radio station that were once unidentified, but... Oh no, I said 6 to 7 greats. Oh no, well, don't bring it up. God, don't bring it up. You know, if you want to meet God, if you don't, you know, if you want there to be hope for God, don't bring up that, you know, that meme. 21 will forever be the better meme. I don't know. I guess I sound like a boomer as a Gen Z saying that. There are upwards of 200. All right. That's where we would place Uklid Wescott. Alright. Next up on the list, we've got, what was it called? A Wait Up. A Wait Up. Source. Doesn't give me the full link. What's that song ID? It was recorded off of WFAQ LP on May 13th, 2025. So, almost a year now. This one's been unidentified for. A Wait Up. I don't know what genre this would be classified as. Chat, if y'all would clarify, for those who have listened to it. Talking about numbers, 6 is the only normal number among the, you know what? What, the 60s numbers? In all of WFAQ, there's been 1,000 plus WFAQ unknowns. That's insane. Damn. Holy shit. Christ, that's like bigger than the NY's 80s tapes, right? Or was that over 1,000 too? Holy crap. Well, all we can go is up from here then, I guess. No, I don't know what. Let's listen to a Wait Up. 4-minute song. Here we go. I like this cover, by the way.
Kids left the house.
really digging this bass line right now.
Stand up the house. It's quieter now. Shooting stars in the suburban sky. Hold your head right now. Scream yourself to sleep. Stay your pillow down. Mom's out on a date. EBN on silent state. One to wait up, then to hold back. Hold your head right now. Scream yourself to sleep. Stay your pillow down. When you're alone tonight, remember every thought that's burning. I can't hold out now. I'm falling down. While I stare at my pillow, I'm holding out. No one knows why. Before you know it, I'll be gone. Mommy will be daddy for a while. Before you know it, you'll be gone. Sis left the house. Purple hopped up the clothes, ran a room out. One is at home, they're all alone. Keep your head pulled down while you're throwing the trophies out. The one waits up, the one holds out. Everyone will stare. Everyone will stare now. Stare. Everyone will stare now.
Oh shit. Just ends like that. Ooh. Okay. Oh, wait up. Groovy. Groovy bass line. I think that was probably the steal of the whole song. What are we thinking about that? Oh, wait up. Check these guys out, by the way. Fishers of Men, this 93 demo. It's actually pretty damn good. I guess it's Christian rock. Because they talk, like, you know, about Jesus Christ and, like, how, like, you know, he's the almighty savior and stuff. You know, it speaks about Jesus in a positive light. But it's pretty rockin'. It's pretty damn rockin'. We got One Dog Water. Alright. From Arizona Ranger. We got Meh. Yeah, IRF did the main part in solving. Very proud. Shout out to IRF for solving. Pretty good, my first listen. We got one great. One good. We got one dog water. We got two good. Two greats. Excuse me. Three goods. Oh, God. 4 goods, 5 goods. I've never solved a WFAQ. 6 goods. I think we're about to have another good. 7 goods. I think I found that band looking for my dad's friend's band, so that's actually kind of funny. All right, I think the goods have it. Which one was this one? Oh, wait up. Oh yeah, here we go. I don't know. I had a mountain. It'll never be curly toes. Yeah, turly toes. But it's good. I should add the WFAQ. That's Satanist. Egg what? I fuck with Fishers of Men, Nobody Knows Me Better. There's another song on there. It's the second track. Which one is it? Hold on. I think someone has the listing on here. Praise and Honor. This is actually a pretty good song. I guess Mr. Egg, you know, as someone who listed this here, even though it was 3 years ago, he's in chat if you want to confirm, Mr. Egg. I don't know if you like this demo, but I really fuck. I mean, I haven't listened to all of them, but Praise and Honor is a really good song, too. Alright. We got 4 songs left. Let's do another lost song on this list here. Let's do Failing Systems. We'll do that next. This one seems to be one of the more obscure of them. I guess they're all pretty in the couple hundred views, you know, the unidentified ones, but we're going to go on to Failing Systems, Unidentified Song. This has been searched for. This was recorded either between January 31st or February 1st of 2025 off of WFAQ. I guess this is a recent thing that that WFAQ radio station has been popping off with like unknown songs and stuff. By the way, my name is pronounced like Arf with an I, so also Arf? No. You're fucking with me. Not trying to trick you, so that's how I say it. Turley Codes is my favorite Lost Wave. Curly Toes, the queen of acapella Lost Wave. Curly Toes is the queen, period. Fun fact, you can skip to certain parts of a YouTube video by pressing the key 0 to 9. And to skip to the very end or to the very start, you press the home and end key. Thank you, Null. I did know that, but thank you for that. What's up, Mike Worse? I believe that's also Rojo, or Rojo, however one says it. I think it's Rojo. I'm just gonna say Rojo. What's up, Mike? Mike Worse, Mike Best. What's cracking, man? Welcome to the stream, long time no see. I don't know if you were here for the last stream, but good to see you again. Good to have you in chat again. Sorry, 1 sec. Oh, God. Okay, had to get that out. Alright, this is still Unidentified, the Failing Systems song. Yeah, let's give it a listen. I wasn't here. Okay. I'm absolutely loving the tone on that guitar. That is crunchy and heavy as hell if I've ever heard it. That demoted it? What demoted it? First time hearing this, and this is awesome. Great start. This one. I have lyric interpretation for this one. When do we get Max a Quadrillionaire? When y'all start donating. Link in the chat. Or link in the description. This is my top 5 WFAQs ever. This is, I mean, I'm really digging that guitar riff right now. That is crunchy as all hell. Definitely a grungy vibe. Who said that? Daft Not. Definitely a grungy vibe. 100%. Sounds new metalish, the instrumental. Yeah, it has that, I guess, like, crunchiness, you know, kind of like Static X or, like, you know, that kind of, like, heaviness to it. There's another song by these guys which I think is equally good, if not better, but I didn't want to add multiple songs by the same artist. Interesting. And you can confirm it's the same artist just by, like, what? Like, I'm assuming, like, the tone of the guitar and, like, the sound of the guy's voice or whatnot. I think I've only really had or heard the 30-second What's That Song sample. Good land's caught in suburban and justice is done. Oh, that's the lyrics you're interpreting. I got you. Okay, wait a minute. Thank you, Arizona, for the $1.50. We're on our way to being a quadrillionaire. Just you watch. I'll check to see if there's a message in a sec, too. Yes, W Arizona indeed. Thank you for that, sir. Max $1.50 there. Hey, it's better than how I started off with last time I streamed. In case y'all didn't know, I was homeless. I have since moved back into my apartment since the last stream. But that's neither here nor there. Oh, we already listened to that. Oh, I just realized this was still playing. Okay, I was like, what the hell is that noise in the background? Whoops, 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 double whoops. Let me go, whoops. What am I doing? Alright, hold up. Let me read, just in case there is a message from Mr. Arizona. Thank you, sir, by the way, for the donation again. Where the fuck am I? Oh, I gotta go to dashboard. Here we go. Go buy an Arizona or honey bun or something. I don't know, man. Thanks, man. I actually will stop at a gas station after this and buy an Arizona iced tea. I do. Oh my god, my hair's a mess today. I do absolutely love Arizona iced tea. Shout out to the owners of, the CEO of that company because, those are delicious drinks and you can get them still for just $1.50. AAA. Where would we rank this songs, gentlemen and ladies? Failing systems. In case y'all couldn't tell, I put the United States government as the photo for this. I'm not even showing my screen. I put the United States government as the photo for this because, they're pretty much failing us right now, I think. I think that's a pretty, reasonable photo to put during these times. So anyways, what are we thinking for this song? I see Wang Tier, Wang Tier, Wang Tier. Max a scammer. That is absolutely true. That's what I do best. Like a Goat is fucking playing right now on WFAQ. What? Hold on. They're just playing a straight up Goat right now. Is that... How do I get to the live section? The live stream? check out how to listen to us. Oh, I'm not doing all that shit. Where's your live broadcast? Oh, this is hogwash. I wanted to see what the hell they're playing. Alright, Wang are great, great, Wang, great, good, great border. Got a few Wangs. Tune in. Alright, let me type that in. Nope. Go back to Google. Oh, here we go. Thank you. Any day now we can hear the Tom Brady man talk himself, aka GOAT.
Okay, here's the scoop.
It's not a goat. You do not play the same ad again when I hit skip. That's...
Think you need a big down payment to buy a home? Not with Washington Trust. Our Rhode Island Community Lending Program gives you grant options.
How do I get an ad after a video ad twice played for me? What is happening?
Closing.
Bro, is the gods themselves are telling me you have to get U-Blocker, man. You have to.
Costs or down payments. Waived lender fees, low or
So
discounted
it's going to be
rates,
over by the time this is
and
done.
4 great mortgage options to choose from. Make home ownership more affordable by turning to Washington Trust.
No.
The lender Rhode Islanders have trusted for
I don't live in Rhode
225
Island.
years. Learn more at washtrust.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Listen now, open up a pop-up player. I see. Any day now you can play. How many fucking loops and
DQ presents the Spicy Menu. For a limited time, try the new Flamethrower Chicken Strip Basket for $6.99 with spicy bold strips that heat you up. Served with a side of famous DQ soft serve as a dip to cool you down.
Every shirt I have
That's
on.
right. Dip
Every
those
short sleeve I
spicy
have, I'm
chicken
ripping
strips
into
right
pieces.
into soft serve, plus fries and toast, all for just $6.99. And add a new pineapple lemonade
And it's
sparkler
fading
or
out.
cooler
Yeah,
made
and
with
it's-
tahini. It's the limited time only Spicy Menu. Get it delivered in the DQ app. Happy, tastes good. Participation may vary.
Like a Goat is energy pills by Hardvark, by the way. The website hates you, dude. I am never giving this website my time, attention, or hard-earned attention to them ever again. I'm never coming back to this site. That was absolutely buckwild. I'm going back to my own stream where my own pleasures await me. I'm seeing a lot of greats. Let me just double count that. Great, probably. What the fuck? That's a good reaction. Great. Wang tier, Wang. Great. I think this goes on great. I think so. I think that was pretty good. I would have personally put it on good. I definitely enjoyed that, but I'm also once again fine with this being on great because I did see a lot of greats on there. You know, I did see a few goods, but the greats definitely have it. I counted 1. Hold on, wait a minute, where is it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once again, about 6 or 7 greats, so therefore the greats have it. So I'm gonna leave that at great. It was only it's only a first time thing. If you really care, if I really. Oh. You can just bookmark the pop-out player link. Oh, okay, you can just bookmark that. That's actually, yeah, it's like just like a first-time thing getting to it. I got you. Appreciate Orange for showing me that, or telling me that. Thank you for that. I'm such a fat fucking chud. I couldn't be happier for you, man. You look depressed today. Got anything you'd like us to know about? I'm vibing right now today, man. I didn't have an Italian grinder today. If I'm being straight up. I really wanted an Italian grinder today. Rhode Island's got some good Italian grinders. Yeah, I do live in Rhode Island, so I'll probably have to get one tomorrow. That's the only thing that went wrong with my day, if I'm being straight up. Alright. What's the other song? Alright. Here's how we're going to play these last three. We have three left. We have At Night. Excuse me, I can't speak. We have two unidentified songs left. At Night and The Stars. And then we get I'll Be Good or I'll Be Good. Or Alan Thompson with I Need You. I saw someone say this was peak. So I'm going to save this as the last Solve song we're going to play for this, this list tonight. So next up then we're going to play At Night. Because everyone told me to play this one here, The Stars, at night. Or, excuse me, I don't sound like SpongeBob there. Play it last. Save it for last. So we're going to save this for last. We're going to play At Night next. And then we'll get to I Need You. And then The Stars. Already sounds like some Halloween Michael Myers shit. I knew that orange. I knew that that's what that meant, if I recall correctly. I knew what that meant. Bro. I felt like, dude, I've been seeing clips of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I don't know if anyone's watched that show. I forget what the guy's name is, but it's the really, really stupid guy. The guy that, like, they always have to, like, tell, like, is he even listening to us? I don't think he is. I forget his name. But, dude, I felt like that just reading IIRC and just not remembering what that means. And I'm just like, oh, yeah, of course that means, if I recall correctly. Of course I knew that, dude. I gotta watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That show is fucking hilarious. But, yeah, that dude, I forget his name, but that guy, that's who I felt like just now. Just being like, yeah. I know what that means. Is that an R160? Is that the train model? Which, I wouldn't be surprised if you know that. No, just being straight up. That's a very niche thing to know, but you know what? I could see you knowing that. Recorded from WFAQ. This one doesn't have a date. This one was uploaded on August 16th, 2025, so I'm going to assume somewhere around there. Oh. This is At Night, unidentified song. This time we'll actually pause the lo-fi rain music. And we will give this a listen. February 8th, 2025. Thank you, Mr. Egg. Okay, funky. Very interesting noise is going on in the background. That wow. Gives off almost a Halloween vibe, if I'm being honest. What do we think about it so far, chat? Can you hear me in the back? Hello? It's actually not that bad. It's night in my area, so it makes sense you're playing this at night. It is also about to be nighttime in my area where I am as well. I'm on the East Coast, so it does make sense for the song to be played right now. Chat! Without doxing yourself, tell me, what time zone are you in? I am on the East Coast, so I can be in a number of cities and a number of places. Maybe I'm not a Rhode Islander like I've always claimed to be. 5 out of 10 by Arizona. Max, what the fuck happened to your mic? Can you hear me? Or does it just sound bad right now? Maybe it's because I'm really close to it. Maybe if I like sit back here. Psst. Psst. I'm so stupid, man. I forgot I asked that question. I'm over here reading psst. That's PST, Pacific Standard Time. Wow. I can't even use the excuse that I just didn't get enough sleep last night. I literally got like 8 hours of sleep last night. That was just, whoo. My cylinders were not all cylinders were firing in that moment. So, okay. Central Time, I got a lot of people on the Pacific Coast, Eastern Time, East Coast, GMT, which that's UK time, right? I'm on UTC 3. Where the hell is UTC 3? Oh, does it make any sense? Where's UTC 3? You put a -3. So bro lives somewhere in Greenland. It's 7:42 in my country. 7:42 over here. We might be in the same country. It's 8:41 in my country. Interesting. There's also 2 other songs by this artist too, but this is by far the best. Interesting. In my opinion, though. Goblin morning time. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what people from the UK are called. Goblins. And if Defy Joe is here, who's been in here potentially the whole time, he can confirm that for you. That people from the UK are nothing but a bunch of goblins. Said the freak who lives in America. The song I played this, at the beginning of the stream was called Freak. You Don't Stop. Who was from Virginia. Further confirming my theory. Yeah, we're all goblins here. Not enough of us in this community. Yeah. Just remember, if you're British, very sorry. Let's carry on. Love the drumming. I'm not sure what happened there. A glitch in the Matrix. They like their sound effects. Tell you what, a lot of shit going on in the background. Song you hear while it's night and someone's walking behind you. Don't lose your head. To be fair, at night fits the vibe of the song. Very Invader Zim-like. I don't know why. I just get like the vibe of like Gaz, Dib's sister. I can picture this is like a song she's listening to while playing her Game Boy. Just very nighttime, very gothic, very like dark aesthetic I get from this song. But by God, is it catchy as all hell still. What are we thinking about that, chat? Let's see some greats, goods, potentially wangs, potentially ants, or absolute hog water. Which I don't think any of these are going to be, just because these have all been... Besides Nausea, which was a little nauseating, but these have all been pretty good. I'm from... I believe I know what flag that is. Hold on. Let's see if I can get it. Yeah! Argentina! I knew it was Argentina. You're from Argentina. So I'm the only South American here in chat. Welcome. Greetings. All love from America. Got 3 goods, 1 great, 1 4 goods. S2H. 1 bad, so I'll make that dog water. 2 dog waters. 3 dog waters. So we got 4 goods, 3 dog waters, 5 goods. 5 goods, 3 dog waters. First song that actually got a few dog waters, like genuinely. May blow up, not gonna lie. That's crazy. I like the goofy sound effects. S2H, you gotta re-upload this. Oh. Horrible. I found it not bad, but not good. It's a normal song. I need more stuff to upload anyways. Alright, so I got 5 goods, and I got 3 dog waters. Make that 4 dog waters, unless you already said dog water earlier. Wait. Oh, wait, he took it back, so that's 1, 2... I saw another dog water. Where the hell was it? Dog water, dog water. Alright, I guess someone deleted theirs, but I could have sworn to God I counted. Alright, so 3 dog waters. I definitely got... Alright, Baroness Bond. Definitely saying dog water. A little chaotic. Alright. This one's a little more divided, so I'll give it another 30 seconds or so. I mean, we have... Alright, Jay Corson said dog water, so that's 4. It has 5 goods right now, so... If anyone wants to cause problems on purpose and vote dog water and make this the first dog water song we have on our list, I ain't gonna stop you. By all means. You should also re-upload that Italian song that's in VN from an Israeli movie. That is a hell of a journey for a song to have. I haven't heard an ad from this playlist yet, so... It's actually been really nice. I think we're in the clear. I'd say good. So that's 6 goods. Average score, 20-second countdown. I can't count down from 20, bro. What? Egg is gonna shoot me for not liking this. Hi, how much have I missed? Samuel repost. What is cracking, man? Good to see you again. You jinxed yourself. Yeah, you missed a lot, man. We're almost done with this tier list right now, or with this playlist. But good to see you again, Samuel. Welcome to the stream. Alright, so we have 6 goods and we have 4 dog waters. So I think the goods have it. We're gonna put it at good. This was almost the first one that had dog water. That was a dog water status, but I saw a lot of people say good. I liked it. I thought it was catchy. I probably would have put it between good and Definitely wasn't great or wang, but it definitely wasn't dog water. I don't agree with the dog water ranking, but I think it was good. Alright, hold on. Give me 1 sec, y'all. I have to take a quick phone call. Give me 1 sec. Sorry about that. Had a quick call to take. I am back now. So, alright. It goes into the good status. What's with the Patrick image? That's... I figured the stars, you know, figured I might as well get the Star family in for the family photo shoot, you know, since they're going to be making their appearance on the stream. We have 2 songs left. I Need You and The Stars. Now, I've been told from y'all to save The Stars for last, so we're going to do that. So next up, we're going to go to the final Solve song of these 10, which is I Need You by Alan I'll Be Good Thompson. It came out in 2001, solved on February 14th, 2026 by IRF himself. The gentleman is here in the stream himself, so shout out to you, man. This was originally uploaded back 2 months ago, called I Need You, Babe, as its placeholder name. Turns out it is called I Need You, so they're gonna get him. Hell yeah. You love to hear it. Love that they got me. Let's give this a listen. This is I Need You by Alan Thompson. Thanks for stopping by, Mike. Good seeing you again. Stay safe.
I need to be. Time let me rest. Time won't set me free. I need you, babe. I need you, babe. I need you. Every single day. I pray that we'll find a way. I pray that you stay. I need you. Let the truth unfold and leave the past behind. And love will take control. I need you, babe. I need you, babe. I need you. Every single day. Every single day. Help me find a way to your warm embrace. I need you, babe. I need you.
What are we thinking so far, chat? I'm not gonna lie, when that saxophone came in, that really amped up the song for me a little bit. I definitely taking that sax. I also can't help but notice that the partially peeled sticker is still showing on the album cover when they, you know, I don't know, scan this to make it, you know, upload the photo or take the photo of it. Like, you know, still got the fucking peel sticker on it. It's kind of funny. Was this song recorded in the 80s? No, this was recorded... Actually, I don't know when it was recorded, but it sounds like something that'd be from the 70s or 80s. Good to see you too, Teddy. I got some wangs. Actual heat. Arizona was pretty negative of a lot of the other songs, so I'm actually surprised he's enjoying this so far. This is pretty heat so far. I am digging this, though. The sticker was part of the album cover. I thought so too. At first. There's a music video for this song? What? getting a lot of wangs. Okay. This is Wang tier. Wang. Wang. Okay. Just like that, we got 4 wangs for I Need You. Okay, this was some heat. Okay. I Need You by Alan Thompson. We got 4 wangs so far. What else we think in chat? We got 14 viewers in chat right now. Shout out to y'all. Who else has got a vote they want to put in? I got 5 wangs. 6 wangs. 7. Alright, I mean, I think it's pretty safe to say where this is going, but I'll give it another, 30 seconds or so. I have 4 wangs. Now, wait a second. What do you mean by that? You're telling me they need you. They need you today. 8 balls. Take my wang with a grain of salt because I have a terrible taste of music. That's alright. I'll still count it anyway. So I guess this was going at wang tier. I was going to put this somewhere between good and great. I was definitely digging it, but hey, y'all are absolutely saying this is wang tier, and I think we got a unanimous vote for here. So I ain't going to fight it. Absolutely wang tier. Definitely deserving of it. Definitely really funky. Definitely really... Like, the guy's vocals were very soulful, especially like during the chorus. And when that saxophone came in, just something about the saxophone being played in the background, just, amped up the song a little. Dug it a lot. Sign in to chat. That's good to know. Above Doomed. Well, I mean, it's equal with Doomed. I still personally like Doomed more just from tonight's listen so far. I'm going to have to go back and listen to Doomed again, but I really dug that song. But there you have it. We have 2 Wang songs. I Need You and Doomed. We got one last song here, which I was told... I don't know why I went back here. Here we go. I was told by a few people here that this is peak, and that this is the best for last, and to save it. This is a hard rock song called The Stars. Unidentified, of course. Still have yet to be solved. This was recorded off of WFAQ LP on June 1st, 2025. Search for since June 1st, but I guess OP's original search, or I don't know what search for since June 8th means, but if it was uploaded since on June 1st, that's when I think the search, should start for. But anyways, this is apparently the best song on the list, or from some of you, from what y'all told me in chat, tell me to save it for last. This song is probably the best WFAQ maybe ever. The next song is like the best Lost Wave I've ever heard, so for real. Okay. There's some actual hype behind this. So now, y'all tend to fuck with me, so I don't know if y'all are messing with me or if this is genuine, but I'm about to find out right here, right now. This is The Stars, unidentified hard rock song. Good 5 minutes. Let's give it a listen. Let's see if it's up there with Paranoia for me. Who am I thinking of? Very like Alice in Chains, like the vocals. I mean, the heaviness of it too, of course. Very, of course, inspired by grunge. Tambourine with the 50. Holy shit. Thank you so much for that, dog. Holy crap. Thank you so much for that. Get yourself McDonald's with love. I appreciate that. I'm gonna get me a lot of McDonald's. I actually had McDonald's yesterday. I had a Big Mac. I'm gonna get the Big Arch Burger. Wow. Look at that burger. I don't even know how to attack it. Holy crap. But for $50, I can absolutely afford that because the Big Arch is a $12 meal for a Big Arch burger with a poppy seed bun, fries, a drink for $12. I remember back in the day when I was a kid, in the days of yore, a Big Mac meal was $2.99. But anyways, thank you again, Tambourine, for the $50 donation. Appreciate you so much. Thank you for that. I will have to get McDonald's in your honor just for that, for that love. So, and I can get an Arizona iced tea with that too from the $1.50 that Arizona sent me. So, this has been a banger of a stream. I really appreciate y'all. W Tambourine again. What are we thinking of the song so far? Again, vocals very Alice in Chains, reminiscent. That's what they kind of remind me of. Song reminds me of Test Drive, the Eva Destruction. It was also one of the first PS2 games that I have played, and it was Demolition Derby themed. I'm assuming that's what that meant. But very cool, very cool. Wangizo. I think we can kind of already know where this is going. I will see you on the flip side, Max. It's been a great stream. IRF, thank you so much for coming by, dog. Good to see you again, as always. Stay safe, and I will see you next stream, of course. I found it great. Between and good, Rockabot. I don't know why I keep wanting to say rockabilly, but Rocket Ball Boy says Wang. I'm really digging this so far. Let's continue this. Let's whoops, I don't know what I just did, but let's. Wait a minute, we got a female vocalist now? Wait, back that up. I just actually, brain cells just locked in for a second. Give it to me. And what else? My neck hurts a little. What are we thinking, chat? We thinking that's good ranking? I saw a lot of people already saying Wang's here while the song was playing. Yeah, I can agree with that. I could definitely see myself coming back to this, listening to this, especially for that riff, and especially that first dude who was singing. He had like that Lane Staley kind of vocals and kind of way of singing. Absolutely, you best believe I'm going to be coming back for this. You know damn well Alice in Chains is one of my favorite bands to ever come out of Seattle. So you best believe that people who aren't trying to copy them but sound like them and are heavy like them and can make good music like them, best believe I'm going to come back to their music. Straight Wang. Arizona's not vibing with it. You put tier. Someone please solve this shit. This and Paranoia. Two late 90s, early 2000s hard rock songs that are lengthier, like 5 minutes long. Was that 5 minutes long? Yeah, 5 minutes long. That deserve to be identified. But I think I'm pretty comfortable putting this at Wang tier. I think most people in chat are pretty happy with that as well, maybe besides Arizona. I think Jay Corson said it was good. Null found it great. Yeah, definitely the furthest thing from Dogwater. I unironically really dug that song. I mean, I found it great. No, yeah, it's if you don't find a Wang tier, that's fine. It's just your opinion. Legally, in a textbook definition is wrong, but it's okay. I'm just kidding. No, I get it. No, because it's definitely a good song though. I still think Paranoia, not including Fall of the King, I still think Paranoia is probably my favorite Lost Wave song. That's still unidentified, you know what I mean? Oh, God, excuse me. God, English, the guitar part in Paranoia is peak. Are you talking about the part after the second verse that's like... Dun, 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 dun. I agree 100%. There's something about that part of the song that... Dun, 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 I just love so much. It's so heavy. It's so raw. It's so just... Oh, man. Just something about Paranoia. That needs to get solved, please. And someone tell me, because a lot of my viewers are professionals when it comes to this. I can't tell the difference still. Just from the sound of the quality of the song Paranoia, does that sound like it came from vinyl? Or does it sound like it could have been maybe from like a demo or something? Paranoia, I remember you playing that. What's the artist? That's the paranoia of it. It's an evil thought summoned up by you in panic. It's a price to pay for having too much fun. Who could have thought that a radio station in a small village in Wisconsin would play this kind of heat? And how did some of these songs get unidentified? So obviously I've never listened to this radio station. Do they have a DJ that announces these songs? Or do they just consistently play one song after another without announcing them? And of course, since these songs are really obscure from what it seems like, not on Apple Music or Spotify, therefore not making them Shazamable or, not a topic channel or anything. Is that how they do it? Sounds like vinyl? Talking about Paranoia. Maybe CD? Why not a demo that was recorded on... You did not spell vinyl right. You put vinyl. That's some sort of medication for schizophrenia. No. Vinyl. They don't announce them at all. They announce it, but it's barely. It's gatekeeping in a way because obviously they know the songs that they're playing. They know the artists that are being played, and I imagine they probably see a number of people online by now probably requesting, hey, who are these artists? And then they're just gatekeeping by not telling them. I trust me, I get all about keeping the concept of an underground and the concept of music that you never thought existed in a spot where you looked thinking there was nothing there to exist. I completely get that concept, but I don't know. You gotta at least give the artist some credit. You gotta announce them. Have you taken vinyl between 2008 and 2011? I think so. Between 0% and 100%, it is vinyl. Absolutely, man. 100%. Have you taken vinyl between 2008 and 2011? I think so. Between 0 and 100%, it is vinyl. Absolutely, man. 100%. Have you taken vinyl between 2008 and 2011? I think so. Between 0 and 100%, it is vinyl. Absolutely, man. 100%. If you're doing find the song that I know, like you did at the beginning of the stream for next stream, can I send you one? I mean, I usually save reactions for like the end of the stream. Like if y'all want me to song to react to, I'll usually send that, just because that's like, I don't know, that's just something I like to do with you guys. Like I'll try to find a song that I know of that like I want to see if anyone in this community can identify, because a lot of you know, like Zero for example tonight, and then the last stream I think it was KWatt84 Kaiwatt, I think that was his username. He identified the other song I played the other night, which was Love Me Down by Kath, an obscure acid rock, fuzz-laden rock band from, I think, Maryland. Y'all, this community has a lot of really good, you know, researchers when it comes to researching information, songs. You know, they have a lot of techniques and strategies for identifying that. So I always like to play those songs to see if y'all can identify something. I have yet to stomp you guys yet, apparently. So he's got dementia. React to All About. Please, I'm begging you on my hands and knees. I'm going to now, what I'm going to do is... Well, I know it was just Jesse Pinkman talking about it, but I did have a John Doe case I could cover. Do you want me to cover that first, or do you want to get to the reactions first? Because what I was going to do is there's a community post I made for y'all to send me songs to react to, because I didn't get to it last time. And instead of doing 3, I was going to do 4 this stream. I can't do 6. I'm not going to have time for that because it's already 8:14. But I can do 4 reactions. So I can do that first, and then I can do the John Doe case, because I love talking about John Doe cases just as much as I love talking about Lost Wave, so I can do that as well. It's just a matter of what you guys want. So, Max, are you going to be reacting to some stuff we sent you in that community post? Well, talk about timing. Father Time must be your father, or maybe he's your uncle, because you look like him a little. Not too much, though. All About You. Let's pull up the community post, by the way. Let me see how many are on there now. Oops, that's not it. There's some vocal fry going on. I'm gonna hop off stream. Good night, everyone. Very fun stream. Rocket Ball Boy, appreciate you for coming by. Stay safe, man. Thank you for coming by. I sent one, Max. If you want to react to the song, I have not identified it for 93 days. All right, ready? If you want me to react to a song, this community post right here, this one right here, couldn't get to the reactions at the end of tonight. Put them in there. Alright, if you've already put one in there, just be mindful of other viewers, because I already got a lot of songs to react to. I'm only going to do 4 tonight, and I'll go through this as they come through. So I'm going to do the first 4 in order here that I see them. Remember Eclectic Nobodies. Is that on here? If you want me to react to it. Oh yeah, here it is. I see it right here. That was 2 hours ago. So I'm going to get through 4 of these, and then the next stream I'll probably get through most of these as well, or at least a good number of these as well to react to. But the first one I got is The Blades, The Future. It's a power pop punk song from 1979. It's the type of rock song that really sends you back to the 70s. Well, I love to hear it. Let's give it a listen. This is a request from Berenice Bond. I think that's how you say it. Give this a listen. It's from 1979. Very 70s looking. Look at the hairstyles. Look at the I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I don't think I'm alone here. Does anyone else feel like people, just like I get like everyone looks different. But like when you look at someone who was young, like maybe your father, mother, maybe your grandparents, you look at a photo of them when they were young from the 70s, and you look at like all of their friends and people around them when they were young from the 70s. There was like a certain look that a lot of people, at least Americans in America, white people, had in the 70s. Because like when you look at someone, it's like, wow, they look like they're from the 70s. And I know it's more than just the hairstyles and the clothes. Like sometimes like the way people's faces, at least men's face, were structured in the 70s. Like sometimes they had a certain look that I don't think you see anymore. That's just what I'm trying to say. I don't know. But maybe I need to take my vinyl to shut the hell up, and because I don't know what I'm talking about. But I don't know if I've noticed that. Put a link of song I posted recently, but alright, let's give this song a reaction. This is The Future by The Blades. We will pause the lo-fi rain. Shout out again, no ads on this one. Appreciate you. Totally not going to jinx myself by doing this. This walnut means, like, you know, success, man. You know, all glory to God and all glory to success. I think. I don't know. That's what I do when I do this. Oh, wait. Hold up real quick. Before we actually move on to that, let's do a quick recap. I just realized I kind of just ended this. But yeah. So we have The Stars, I Need You, and Doomed as wanked here. We got Into Space. We got Uklid Wescott. We got Failing System at Great. Some Wander Into the Unknown. The Mountain Song, I forget, at Night, at Good, and then we have Nausea at Eh. So that's the, real quick, that's just the recap for the tier list. For the top 10 WFAQ songs, I keep wanting to say WAFQ, but yeah, I just wanted to shout that out real quick before we moved on to the reactions. The classic serial killer look of the 70s. Yeah, you know, that bold cut, that long face with the, like, what this dude right here, like, this, that is Henry Rollin, and you cannot tell me otherwise, right? No, this is wrong. One of these dudes is Henry Rollin. But, like, this, maybe just the haircut, because when guys look like this with the haircut, with this facial structure, you can just tell they're from the 70s. That's just what I'm trying to say. All right, here we go. Yeah, Michael Cera. Heavy. Imagine that riff, that. effect. Interesting effect. Interesting effect at the end there. Interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I definitely like the song. Definitely catchy and riffy, but that little at the end, I don't know. Not sure how I'm feeling it. What's up, Sinking Ships fan? Welcome to the stream. You missed pretty much the whole playlist for WFAQ. If you want, we can go over it again. It'd just be another quick 2.5 hours, but... yeah, Wang's here. This was definitely catchy, though. Chat, what are we thinking of this song? For those who are still here in chat with me. Definitely catchy. I'd give that like a 6.8, 6.9 out of 10, 7 out of 10. Definitely catchy. Wonders of the Unknown is crazy. Sent you the link in Discord. Oh yeah, I wasn't in the stream for this, but for the Wonders of the Unknown, I once cried to that song. Interesting. Were you, and you can be honest here, were you the furthest thing from sober, Mr. Egg? Were you on a formation of egg? Wait, no, never mind. I was gonna make a mushroom joke, but I forgot they're not in the same family. Again, cylinders, brain, not all of them firing off. Thank you for the recommendation. Oh, what the hell's that? Alright, who recommended this song? This was... Oh no, this wasn't it. Alright. Berenice Bond, shout out to you for the recommendation. Thank you. This isn't a recommendation. This is from Red Hood. Glad you returned. So much has changed over years since you were gone. It's going to be funny to see you catching up. Yes, it is, man. Appreciate you showing me the love and support. Appreciate you. Dude, Red Hood's been here from, like, but even since before I was streaming. He was here since, like, 2020. Yeah, there was an app called Storyfire. I don't know if anyone ever heard of it at the time, but I think he came across me through that. It was like an app that a YouTuber, McJuggernuggets, had made. And it was supposed to be like the next Twitter and YouTube. This was like during COVID back in 2020. I'm a bit late in my B. I'm 17 max. I don't drink. Oh, I mean, well, in today's world, that hasn't changed anything, bro. There's people in France drinking at 12 years old. 17 is way above unk status. Yeah, bro, if you were born any year, if your date of birth starts with the years 201, I got news for you, bro. It's time to start picking up the cane and start getting ready to look into retirement homes, because you're up there in age, buddy. Wasn't Wang on Storyfire? Yeah, he was. Him, McJuggernuggets, Keemstar, he was like another big YouTuber on that platform that was like really trying to push for it. People in this community, Nicholas Diorio, Augie RFC, they were on it, I think, for a little while. But then it flopped massively, tremendously. I forget how much he sold it for like a certain amount, and then like it was like he got duped or something. McJuggernuggets, he sold it for like pennies for what it should have been worth, and then, you know, he pretty much got scammed or duped out of what he should have sold it for. But that's neither here or there. Shout out to Red Hood, he's been there since those times. Up next, we got one of the best indie pop songs I found. Was also solved by IRF. Shout out to him. He solves a lot of Lost Wave songs, it seems like. On a real note, I'm very glad you're back. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that. It's good to have a live streamer in the Lost Wave community. Chat, am I the only live streamer or Lost Wave live streamer? Because I don't know if any other like streamers, like, it's crazy because Lost Wave is a community that has been covered like a lot by a lot of other bigger YouTubers. But, like, I don't know if any other streamers, and I'm not even just trying to say that's a flex, but I'm one of the only people I can think of that, like, streams, like, strictly Lost Wave or stuff relating to, like, Lost Wave, really obscure music like that in this kind of niche community. Yes. Really. Only one AF I know of. Only one that I know of, I'm assuming that means. Lost Wave is still niche, I don't know. I mean, yeah, but like, I feel like when, again, late 2025, when songs like The Wind got solved, and, you know, just a lot of other Lost Wave media, or Lost media getting solved, like Celebrity Number 6 getting solved, I feel like just anything that was considered unidentified, including Lost Wave, just kind of really rose in popularity after that. So, I don't know. You're 1 in a million, a Maximilian. It's what I do best, guys. I stick out like a sore thumb, who, you know, also has $1 billion stacked up right without an accident. Would be about 800 times the height of the Washington Monument. It's just who I am, man. It's just how I roll. Alright, let's give this IRF song a listen. Open link in new tab. This is called Forgiven by Box the Walls. Oh. It froze. We good? Nope, we're still not good. Shit's still frozen. I'll give it a minute. It's at least the background music's still playing, but this decided to shit itself. Any day now. Any day now. Any day now. I don't know why it keeps doing this. Chat, y'all still with me, right? Yeah, it still says I'm live. I don't know why this thing just completely shit the bed. Hold on. Am I really gonna have to open up everything again? Your computer just blows up. Might as well have, because it's just decided to shit itself. Just reload the page. The whole thing is frozen. I literally can't. I think I have to literally close out a... Yeah, I had to do that. Okay, I had to close out a Google. Not gonna load everything fucking up again. What? Alright. So this should still work. Chat. Type 1 in chat if you're still with me. Computer just froze. It decides to do that sometimes. Why? I don't know. I believe the chat should still be working. Should still be working. 1 in chat. If you can hear me, I want to make sure that it's still working on here. Okay, yep, alright, it is. Alright, cool. We're still here. We're still kicking it. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. Nope, that was from earlier today. Alright, let's try this again. That was crazy that just happened. Actually, no, too. I predict there will be another EKT Lost Wave in the future that will blow up massively on TikTok. Probably. I think, though, it's going to be a Lost Wave that's already been known in the community for a while. It's not going to be one that was newer at the time like everyone knows that was. I think it's going to be something like Light the Lanterns, where people on TikTok are going to catch on and be like, holy shit, there's this lost demo that no one knows the name of. Anyone know the name of it, and it's going to blow up on TikTok. Watch, it's going to be Light the Lanterns. That's my prediction. Good to see you again, Arizona Ranger. Stay safe, man. Appreciate the donation today. Have a good one, dog. Alright, back to this. Community posts. Whoops. What the fuck? Here we go. Okay. Open link in new tab. I guess it's like if you pause this like video as soon as it's loading in, I guess that also makes it freeze. But anyway, we're back. This is Forgiven by Box the Walls, 1995. This was a Lost Wave song at one point that was, again, solved by IRF, who's, I think he left already. He Won't Be Forgiven, solved by IRF on 3/10/2036. So this is actually still unidentified. This is an exclusive... No, actually, this is a song that in the future is going to get unidentified again. This song is going to get lost again. And then IRF's going to solve it again 10 years later in the future. And it's going to be on March 10th, 2036. So the song hasn't been a Lost Wave yet. This is still known to people, you know, here and in this stream. But give it a few years. This song will become lost media, lost, and become unidentified. What the fuck is Yoy? Praying it'll be all about Yoy. Add an A before I. Did you forget to listen to the song I sent you? You don't have to, but if you want. Did you send me something? I'm just going through, like, people who have sent it to me on this post right here. Which, oops, I just realized this is not in order yet. Hold on. Yeah, I'm just going through these in, like, numerical order. Or not numerical, in timeline order. So, like, whoever commented first, I'm just going through that order. So, Of course, Samuel Post has 2, so I'm only going to get through 1 because I'm going to have this reaction, then I'll do this one by K-Watt, and then I'll do one of these by Samuel Post, and then next time I stream, I will continue on with, and I see your requests right there, lovely Tax, Love on the Rhythm. I will get to that in the next stream. On Discord, I think I did on Discord and the community. Okay, well, if it's on here, then yeah, I definitely saw it. So, anyway, here's Forgiven. Requested by IRF. Oh, I just realized. Oh, I'll be right back real quick. Hold on. Whoops. Oh.
I kidnapped Nikki. Nikki's not coming back. Subscribe to G7G Media. Nikki will be starring in After Sleep coming in the fall 2026.
After Sleep plug! Alright, sorry about that. I am back. Whew. Alrighty. Who are you? Who are you, bro? Talk to me like that in my own stream. What the fuck? What? What just happened? What happened? Is this Max a billionaire? Who is he? Wait, what? What happened? New character unlocked. Wait, did I miss something? What happened? Who is he? New character unlocked. I'm so confused. What is going on? Max, someone asked a very important question. Are you aware Eastern Wind got solved? Yes, I am. The guy before you, bro? What do you mean the guy before me? You mean me? He is. I'm so confused. What the fuck just happened? I just got a Pop-Tart. What's going on? I have no idea. People just started going, huh? Saying, who's he? Someone impersonated you on Discord. Who? Oh, hell no. What the scout? We found something on your something when you left. Some guy got in your seat? I'm home alone right now. What do you mean some guy got in my seat? I'm playing back the stream. Hold on. Some guy got in your seat? Whoops. Who's that? I have a home invader. Yeah. Be on the lookout for After Sleep 2026, the fall. Anyways, back to the Forgiven. The female vocalist, okay. Five Nights at Max. No, Jay Corson. That was the man in front of the slaughter. That was Five Nights at Max. Welcome back, Earth. Just in time, Earth. We finished up your request that you requested last stream, Forgiven by Box the Walls. I really liked your vocals. Definitely very... It's funny, it's from 95, but it sounds like the vocals, like, it sounds like it'd be a pop song from the 2000s, like 2005. But, you know, again, 90s and early 2000s kind of go hand in hand a lot of the time, so it's hard to tell sometimes. And that's just not even with music. That's like with all forms of media. Sometimes video games, music, the quality of, or, you know, like the camera quality of a movie you're watching. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Did that come out in 2005 or did it come out in 1994? But that was pretty good. I definitely dug that. I think I liked the first song. What was it? Blanking on the first song we listened to. The Future. I think I liked that one a little bit more. It was a little more catchier, a little bit heavier, but she had a very nice voice to her. The woman who sings this. Which is vocals. Wendy Coulter. Shout out to you. You have a very nice voice. Fun fact, while the song isn't WFAQ song, I solved it while looking through the audio needed section on the WFAQ sheet. Very nice. Kind of a kill two birds, one stone kind of vibe. Dude, there's some CD some guy bought, and I think the listing online got deleted, so there's literally nothing showing up. Wait, what are you talking about? Oh, Lamb to the Slaughter is the lyrics. Jay Course, what CD are you talking about? But that was a request from Earth. Thank you for the request, Earth. Catchy. I'd give that like a 6.5 out of 10. Moderately catchy. I dug it. I dug it. Alright, next up. I remember this user, KWatt. He was requesting this a number of times, I believe, last stream. Death is a Dream by Psychotrons. So we're going to give this a listen next. Ooh.
We make trading
decent amount of views. Okay, back to my cavern. Thanks for stopping by. You know, back, I guess, Earth. You know, to see how I would react to your song. Catchy song, catchy. I dug it. 1995 sounds ahead of its time. That's what I'm saying. Sounded like something that'd be from the early 2000s, like 04, 05. I just Shazammed this song I sent you. Says it's by some guy named Duke Lindsay. Can't find Duke or the song title anywhere. I've noticed this sometimes, and I don't know where this happens or how this happens, but this is going to sound weird, but there's this commercial that I would see on YouTube. It would be a YouTube ad. It's for this Chicago-based popcorn company. I forget what it's called, but the music they would use for some of their ads was like this really heavy, sleazy, ZZ Top kind of sounding blues rock song. And I was trying to, for the life of me, find what the hell the name of the song was, but I couldn't. And it sounded like, you know, if you listen to it, it sounded like one of those kind of like background songs, you know, one of those like royalty-free songs that was you could just find on a website, maybe pay $2 for, or download for free to have. But I eventually started to try looking up that song again. I would go back to those Chicago advertisement commercials, Shazam the song while it was playing, and it came up with something called end credit music by this user on Apple Music called Cats Gaming. Now, when I listened to the other songs on that album that was under Cats Gaming, they were completely different genres. They were like other royalty-free sounding songs that were like hip-hop, lo-fi, electronic, rock. So I'm thinking, like, are there people who are just literally, like, somehow copywriting these songs under their Apple users or their Spotify users or their artist names and just classifying it as music they made? Which, because now, that song I was talking about, that end credits music that I was talking about that was used in that Chicago popcorn commercial, it's now deleted from Apple Music. So I don't know if, like, they just, you know, Apple Music detected that there was some fraudulent activity going on there, but I'm wondering if, where was I going with this? You know, sometimes, where was I going with this? There was a point I was trying to make for this, but... Oh, yeah, the Duke Lindsay thing. I just says some guy named Duke Lindsay. Yeah, so sometimes, if you Shazam a song that's really obscure that maybe at first wasn't Shazamable, but then maybe sometime you came back after and you Shazammed it again, or this is just your first time Shazamming it and some random person on Apple Music or Spotify comes up, my theory is that these are people just stealing these songs that are either really obscure or unidentified, and then just taking it under, you know, as their songs. Look at what happened with, like, Fond My Mind. We had some issues with that. Everyone knows that. There was people fraudulently claiming it was their songs, and then I forget if it's they get the license or the copyright to it, and then that's how they can upload it to Spotify and Apple Music under their name. But a whole shabeel, a whole shebang, bada boom, bada bang. This is Death is a Dream by Psychotrons. This is from Washington, North Carolina, 1968. Late great psychedelic screech here, but without being suckadelic. Leave the suck for the flip, a slow cover of Unchained Melody. Damn, shout out to the flip. I guess not that good. Yeah, that happens sometimes in the Lost Wave community. Yeah, it does happen, but I think that's what's happening with, like, that song I was mentioning, that end credit song. Which, actually, I wonder if that still comes up. If I... Yeah, here, end credits. Yeah, this is the song. Now you go to the rest of this album, Stargazers, under this artist's name. They got deleted off Apple Music. I don't know about Spotify, but it is not blues rock or anything. So I don't know if this is just an artist that makes other kinds of royalty-free music, or they're just straight up stealing songs. But will you talk about the Epstein thing from last stream? I got an update on one of those guys. We could talk about it really quickly. Actually, yeah, we could talk about that, I guess, real quickly instead of the John Doe. I can save that for another time because I have some notes on one, but I'd like to prepare it a little bit better if I'm going to talk about it. Damn, this goes hard. Listen to this song, End Credits by Cats Gaming Music, which I am not sure of at all that's the real artist, but it's a banger. And, hold on. There's a Chicago-based popcorn company. Garnet. This was I would see Garnet popcorn ads, and they would use this song. That's how I came across the song. But anyways, what ad did you say this was in? It was Garnet. Like, if I go to Garnet popcorn Chicago ad, like some from their, like, channel. If I go to Garnet popcorn, and if I go, yeah, here. You can hear it in this ad. Ready? So that's the ad I heard it from. But again, I could have sworn, because I saw this ad back in 2020, back in 2021. That's when I first heard that song. When I tried Shazamming it at the time, nothing came up. Like 2 years ago, I Shazammed it again. That's when that end credits music came up from Cat's Gaming Music. So I'm like, I don't think that's the real artist. I think this is stolen. But I could be wrong. I don't know how the back end of this shit works, but yeah. Anyways, that's a little Lost Wave mystery for you. Anyways, Corson, tell me about the update you had for the Epstein files, because we can talk about that. And then next time I stream, I can cover something John or Jane Doe related, because I could make up some notes about something. One of the John Doe cases I could talk about. I hate when Lost Wave songs get stolen by those fake musicians. That's what I'm saying, man. Maybe that's what's happening. I don't know. Probably made for the commercial. Maybe. It could have been too. And then that artist kind of just like maybe used AI to like finish it. Who knows? 1968. Gerald Marie. Oh, there he is.
Icicle ladies dancing on edges were so dull. Lacy fingers touch me, gliding down on my scene. Golden globes of light prove to me that death is a dream. What could I do for you? Why should I lie? What could I do for you but to make you my love more of the sky? Green cheek creatures advanced on me in my cloud. A lot of people looked and one lady wore a shroud. A thin old man with a war.
Clothes is heavy as hell too. That raw garage rock at its finest. I like how you can tell this is from the 60s just based on how the label looks. BCP Records, and that's also, I guess, a lot of times the kind of labels that a lot of bands would be on. It'd be like those 3-letter syllables or those 3-letter acronyms, like MCA, BCP. What else? There's a million of those I can't think of. I think I believe RCA is one of them as well. But yeah, definitely fuzz laden, really good. If you like really heavy garage rock from the 60s, look up Silence of the Morning by Glass Sun. That's a really good song from 1968. Also really heavy and distortion riven as well.
Attached to his back.
Columbia.
Came to kill the creatures with an overdose of black. What could I do for you? Why should I lie? What could I do for you? But to make you my love all the time. Could I do for you but today to my love more the sky?
That was definitely the best recommendation yet. That was really good. That just has like that like garage psychedelia, that, you know, garage rock, the heaviness and distortion of that, plus psychedelia, perfectly encapsulates the late 60s, 67, 68, 69, just phenomenal years for this kind of music, obscure and mainstream. Absolute banger, 100%. This gets an 8 out of 10. Absolute banger. Let's get some bangers in the chat, y'all. Spell it out. Hard art, everything. Let's get some bangers in the chat. That was requested by KWatt1984. I don't believe he's been here this stream, but thank you for the recommendation. That was a very, very good song. Title of the song by Duke is Paradox of Time. I don't know if I didn't search well enough, but all I got is a bunch of sketchy sites not related to music. I looked on YouTube, didn't see it, not on Google too. That could be maybe what I'm thinking of, you know, with like the whole falsely taking, like that Duke guy could be like that guy who's just stealing that song, just calling it that, and then you just can't find it anywhere. I don't know. You're doing recommendations? Yes, but I'm only doing one more just because I'm going through these in order. If you'd like Red Hood to leave me a recommendation, just go to this community post right here. This is one I posted 3 days ago. I'm just going through them on here. As you can see, they're being, you know, actively updated for me to listen to. So, I won't get to yours tonight, Red Hood, but I'm going to get to one more, which is going to be one of these by Samuel Post, because he put 2. The greedy Chad. I'm going to do the first one. Never mind, because I already know this song. This is that one song I kept mentioning that last stream. This is the I met this Earth named Medela. I mean, fuck it. Maybe we might just play it the same way, just because, you know, this is a good song. I don't know if a lot of people know this. I see my comment. Oh! I had to crack my neck. This is the, not No Gimmicks, this is the other pretty well-known unidentified hip-hop song. This is another one from the Stretch Armstrong show. I guess Bobito went by Barbito the Barber at the time, but this is from 1987. This is once again a demo that I don't know if Bobby or Stretch just never remembered the name or if they never got a name for this artist, but this is an unnamed, unidentified demo. So, fuck it. We'll listen to it again. I don't know if I've ever played this on my stream before, but if I have, it's been a while since I have anyway. Because this has been unidentified for a little while. Played on August 8th, 1997. It's actually a beautiful song. Probably by Clip. Is that the name of the artist? I saw it says that there may be a lead.
I met this Earth named Medela, Far Rockaway resident. 2 trains, 10 miles to see her, as if she were the president. You know, I never meant to fall in love so fast. And yes, emotions are increasing and deleting the past. Now, baby, listen, because I want to be the man you're missing. This perfect relationship has no corruptness and glistens. You can have my back and I can have yours. The sand pours from the hourglass, cause it's like it said we gonna last. And I believe them even though I didn't touch him, couldn't see him. We kissed the first time inside of the movie Coliseum. 5'2" inches in the vertical dimension of a goddess from mythology. Your essence follows me inside my soul, and it's telling me that you're a pot of gold. And every time you hold my hand, my other hand begins to glow. Must be from that energetic vibe that's shining in your eyes.
Oh, Mountain of Time. That's the placeholder name for it. Mountain of Time. That's right. I sent it on Discord DM if you're ever interested in checking out. Bet Red Hood, appreciate that. Probably by Clip. Is that the potential name of who made this song? Clip?
Illusion of this Dominican cinnamon god. When I shut my vision, I can sense your reflection. Plus the astral projection is dragging your soul to mine. And if you want to scale the highest mountain in town, just meet me halfway and I'll take you the rest of the climb. When I shut my vision, I can sense your reflection. Plus the astral projection is dragging your soul to mine. And if you want to scale the highest mountain in town, just meet me halfway and I'll take you the rest of the climb. Yo, all I ever wanted was the queen in my life. Just one girl to explain to me the riches of the world. Most females want the cheddar, so I tell them that I'm broke. And when I tell them that I'm broke, they think I'm displaying a joke. But I'm not, cause all of my pockets front and back been shot by a bullet called poverty. And it shoots until you rot. Now thanks a lot to the understanding of my Earth Medela. Cinderella with the pair of glass Gore-Tex.
Rick Modelo.
Cinderella, even though you're light skinned, you release amounts of melanin to enjoy the vacation. When I take you to the sun, now open up yourself to me so you can feel the energy. These feelings
Not good, honestly.
Don't place my heart in
I dig
jeopardy,
it.
because it won't be able to take it if you decide to break it in half. Leaving me is more painful than watching MASH now. Slash your spirit, I'll slash mine.
Apparently, it was credited in the full broadcast, but way after the song played, and they didn't give a title. Oh, okay, so... Oh, interesting.
We'll both be combined with the eternal forever design. When I shut my vision, I can sense your reflection, plus the astral projection that's dragging your soul to mine. And if you want to scale the highest mountain in time, just meet me halfway, and I'll take you the rest of the climb. When I shut my vision, I can sense your reflection, plus the astral projection that's dragging your soul to mine. And if you want to scale the highest mountain in time, just meet me halfway, and I'll take you the rest of the climb. You possess that vanilla complexion and physical perfection, girl. My first impression was you needed no correction. I was definitely right, because that body in sight. I had to look at you again to make sure it wasn't the light. Your skin tone is equivalent to cashmere material. Let's keep it on the low and read my lips subliminal messages that I'm sending to your brain. You walked with me through the rain to the store where I bought the 40 that I drained down the esophagus. The weather wasn't stopping us, the world was watching us. Where other tight couples are jocking us, because we're meant to be like destiny or Caucasian celebrity. I hope you're listening, because you mean the world.
I just like how it sounds like he's in like some sort of echo chamber when he's, you know, if you listen to his voice, not the beat, but just his voice, it sounds like it's echoing, which is cool. Like, it gives it that underground, you know, raw sound to it. And apparently, I guess it was credited in the full broadcast, but after the song played, and they didn't give a title. So what, did they just say, oh, we just played this person, clip? And is that what people are running with? I love the drum machine. I agree, yeah. This is a good song. This, again, there's not many unidentified hip-hop songs. This, No Gimmicks, the two I played on my last stream, Skill, Styles, Technique, and that one that I'm pretty sure the guy's name is Con, C-O-N. These are two really good songs here if you like underground hip-hop. This has got a really good beat, Rap 101, and then this has got a really haunting beat, C'est tu Marceau by Slio, 1996. Let me find something about it.
To me, and other galaxies is where you send my state of mind. Every time I think about you, there's a black hole up inside. Understand, my exotic specimen Caribbean. I had to let you know how I feel about being your man. When I shut my vision, I can sense your reflection, plus the astral projection that's dragging your soul to mine. And if you want to scale the highest mountain in time, just meet me halfway, and I'll take you the rest of the climb. When I shut my vision, I can sense your reflection, plus the astral projection that's dragging your soul to mine. And if you want to scale the highest mountain in time, just meet me halfway, and I'll take you the rest of the climb.
Very nice beat, very soothing. That was Samuel Repos who recommended me that, or for that recommendation. Thank you, Samuel, for that recommendation. I already knew the song, but I wanted to play it again just because it is a good song, even though it's unidentified still. One of the few unsolved hip-hop songs as of right now. There hasn't been as many, at least, you know, when you compare that to like all the post-punk, rock, alternative songs that have gone unidentified in the Lost Wave community. But Chad, how are we feeling about this song, Mountain of Time? I think it's a good song. I definitely dig it. "59 minutes and 50 seconds in this video." I don't know if you sent a link, but I cannot see links if you put it in the YouTube chat. YouTube just doesn't show me those. But if you just put it on that community post, I can check that out real quick. Not a fan of hip-hop? Damn, not even like 90s or 80s hip-hop? You have some absolute heat, some bangers from the 90s. Big L, Lord Finesse, Prince Paul, Godfather John. Whole genre is just boring? Nah, man. You're missing out. Listen to Crime Saga by Shabazz of the Disciple. That's a good song. This is the URL. Alright, bet. Actually, that's smart. You just give me the URL part, and I'll just sneak it in here. Is this it right here? Yeah, here we go. No Vaseline is good, for example. Yeah, that's a good song. God, what else is another good song? Anything by Lords of the Underground is really good. All right, 59 minutes and 50 seconds. Right?
The show, and he played a lot of cool demos. We had the Freestyle Files, we had Phenomenon, we had Ordeal, we had what other demos did he play? He played Clip, he played Non-Equation from Toronto, he played an unreleased Dell. Cucumber Slice got some joints, he just got to work on his shucks.
Alright, I'm assuming that was like the outro for the show that day. Okay. So that's where they're believing like the artist may be called Clip, because, you know, I'm assuming, like, I'm not going to waste the time here on this stream, but I'm assuming like all those artists he named, people probably cross-reference those names with like the songs and demos that were played during this show, and like we're like, okay, this was this artist, this was that artist, so Clip is maybe who he's talking about, because obviously he probably didn't name all of the demos just in that little segment right there that were played during this show. So Clip, I see where people are saying that maybe one of the artists, but of course Clip is such a like broad just word, not even name, just broad word, like it's 4 letters, so you know, you'd probably be on Discogs, if he even is on Discogs, for hours trying to find him. There's also a comment on an old upload that claims it was by someone named Clip. Send me the URL for that video. I just want to see that. Unless it's on this video. I don't know if there's any info about him, but I remember him being Dominican or something. Looks like 4 of the tracks were able to be ID'd via Content ID. Nice. Mountain of Time, Astral Projection. Looks like that's the only one left to be identified. I feel like the few that were featured in GTA San Andreas, but that's it. Those were bangers. Okay, that's fair. San Andreas did have a really good soundtrack. I think it's the OG upload by Hectic Eclectic. Alright. I just want to see it. Hectic. Did I spell that right? Hectic Eclectic. And I probably gotta go to channel. Oh. There's a fucking channel I was on earlier. Alright. There's an old comment saying it's probably from someone named Clip. Let's see. No idea who this is. Let's just go Clip. Alright, that's not a comment from 2 years ago. Oh, that has nothing to do with... Okay, so I listened to a tape of the first mic break that Bob takes after the early demo session. Bob mentions that he played some demos by Dell. Obviously, this is not Dell. Non-Equation, Freestyle, Files, Phenomenon, Ordeal, and an artist named Clip, but no titles were mentioned. Okay, I see what he's saying. And this guy's named Stretch Army. Stretch Armstrong himself. The comment was a reply. It's not. They said his name was Clips. I have almost all the missions in San Andreas done. Never got to the end of the line because the territories are a pain in the ass. That's true. Oh, here's a comment right here. Nope, kid from Washington Heights. Name was Clips, I believe. Was on a Baruch College radio in December of '97, freestyling with Eminem, Key West, and other underground MCs from New York. Yep, found it right there. Okay, shout out to I Like Horror Movies for the help, but yeah. Peter Vaz, he says, yeah, it's some guy named Clips, he believes. was on a Baruch College radio show, WBMB. Where is that? That's in New York. Okay, so chances are this guy may be from New York, if this is this guy named Clips. And from Washington Heights. Is that New York? Washington Heights. Yeah, neighborhood in New York. That's oh, okay, that's in the Manhattan area. Yeah, Washington Heights, near the Washington Bridge, I guess, make sure. Yes, that guy. One boy wants it was the one to discover it. Or one wants boy was the one to discover it. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, because, like, you know, you feel like, yeah, I get that it's a demo, but it's like, since there's so little unidentified hip-hop songs, just because, you know, hip-hop is naturally a little bit more a newer genre than rock or, like, you know, other genres that we've covered. In regards to, like, you know, just when hip-hop was popping in the 90s, of course, you know, technology naturally was more advanced and was a little easier to maintain things compared to songs and albums that may have gotten lost in the 60s or 70s. So, but yeah, so it just naturally, there's a lot less unidentified hip-hop songs, and if they do, it's not long usually before eventually someone recognizes them, and someone's like, oh, it's this artist. So, but, Clip. Red Hood tipped $5, man. Appreciate the $5. Mountain of Time. I don't know why I'm looking this up. Astral. He also keeps saying, I met this Earth named Modelo. He says Earth named Modelo, like, twice. I don't know if he's saying Earth or Earth named Modelo. Earth Modelo. No. All right, hold on. Let me get to the donation that Red Hood just sent. Appreciate you, Red Hood, for the 5. Thank you all so much to anyone who has donated to this stream tonight. It always goes appreciated. And, of course, remember, you guys don't ever feel pressured to donate. That's always completely optional. I always appreciate it when you do. Oh, yeah, I have money now. Well, isn't that nice? Shout out to you, Red Hood, and I'm glad that you spent it on no other streamer but myself. All right, I imagine there's no other streamer that you watch that you've donated money to before. I'm the only one. The first and the last. The only one. W donation. Shout out to Red Hood, man. Thank you. Try just Modelo. Clip Modelo. I'm not even showing my screen. But no, thank you to Red Hood again for that donation. Appreciate you. Clip Discogs. Clip. Well, that's a newer guy. I'm not max, obviously, but any lost wave, low quality, and below 8 seconds. I just didn't give up on you ever coming back. Yeah, I mean, with just how suddenly I broke, you know, just disappeared, you know, hopefully it was obvious that eventually I would come back. It's just, you know, or if I didn't, I would just at least have to come back explaining myself. But, you guys know I couldn't just leave you like that. So, let me artist. Whoops. All. Let's go to hip hop. No artist. That's some bullshit. There's like 40 people named Clips on Discogs. Yeah, but if you sample or search through hip hop, nothing comes up. So maybe Clips with a Z. Isn't there a viewer or someone who comes to my chat named Clips? Clips. Drum and bass producer. No, it's not him. Banana Clips. Maybe it's this dude, Clips. Canadian, no. Grammy winning. Okay, well, sorry. Bro's got one thing on Discogs. What do you mean he's Grammy winning, Latin Grammy winning? Who is this guy, Clips? Interesting. It's not him, though. Probably not good throwing away my money since, well, but without getting too personal, I literally have a vacation like 1 or 2 days. Well, nah, man, listen, enjoy your money. You know, obviously don't, not just for myself, but don't donate to any streamer if you're going to put yourself in a financial strain or anything like that. I mean, obviously, I'm sure you know that, but yeah, $5 is nothing, man. And of course, it does not go on deaf ears. I always appreciate any, money that you get, you donate to me, $1, $50, $5. So again, shout out to you, Red Hood, for donating. Don't ever feel obligated like you have to. Whenever you disappear off the face of the earth, I check your community posts for an announcement like every month. Yeah, that's usually where I'll like announce if I'm coming back or if I like disappeared. Like when I come back, that's usually where I'll post. What goes on in Rhode Island? By the way, I'd love to tell you, but I'll have to help look with you because we're losing our identity. There's like ain't shit to do here sometimes. We lost Rocky Point. We don't have the Paw Sox anymore. Like businesses are leaving. Like Hasbro left. We have the worst roads in the country. Taxes are crazy. Max needs our money. To live in a state as expensive as Rhode Island? Yeah, I absolutely do. In order for me to truly be a Maximillionaire, I need everyone's money. Who knows, Max, I might be coming to your city soon. Bro. I'm going to have my own, like, Lost Wave Con. Lost Con. We'll call it that. It'll be like all Lost Wave artists or channels that have covered Lost Wave. Like Wang and Zero and Q and everyone. We'll just have everyone come to the Lost Con. It'll be somewhere in Providence. Max vent stream. But you have Family Guy. Fun fact, a lot of people think that Family Guy probably live in Cranston, Rhode Island, because, obviously Quahog's not a real city. I'm here to make the argument that it's actually Warwick they probably live in, because you got to think about it. Quahog has its own airport. Only major airport that Rhode Island has is TF Green, which, if you ever flown in from into Rhode Island, it is not Providence like they say. Now flying into Providence, this is welcome to TF Green. It's actually in Warwick, Rhode Island. I don't know why they say it's in Providence. No one in Rhode Island has ever understood why they've done that. But Warwick has its own airport, which is TF Green. And just based on like how you can see downtown Providence when they show that one shot of the Family Guy house, it looks like they're somewhere in the Warwick area. That's just my guess, so yeah. Quahog is probably based on Warwick, Rhode Island. Seth MacFarlane, if you want to come and chat and confirm, the floor is yours. Lost Fest, the Lost Wave Music Festival. I actually, and if Defy Joe's here, he can confirm it. I actually had this idea where like we would do something like that, where it would all be done on a live stream. I forget if I talked about this on stream, but I talked about it with Defy Joe. We essentially kind of came to the realization that it probably would be too hard to try to do unless we actually spent a shit ton of money on like a lot of expensive equipment. But I wanted to have some sort of like lost stock. Instead of Woodstock, it'd be called Lost Stock, where we would get a bunch of formerly, unidentified Lost Wave artists who were identified, who are actively still playing music, and we would get them on some sort of live stream and, have some sort of like Lost Wave Woodstock where we'd have like a number of Lost Wave artists perform on the live stream, and a bunch of viewers in the chat could interact and like comment and stuff. That was an idea I came up with, which we could absolutely still happen, still make happen if me and Defy Joe, if he's still interested, or if I could find someone else to do that sometime in the future. I would still love to do that sometime and have some sort of like community lost stock live stream where just all these artists come on to perform, whether if it's Richard Torrance, Johnny Cohen, Who's Who. If we can get FEX, of course. If by that point the Fall of the King is identified and they're still an active band, I would absolutely love to get those guys on here as well. FEX stream would go crazy, 100%. 2 people die in the crowd during the live playing of Fall of the King. Listen, I will be starting that mosh pit if Fall of the King gets played live during that. Max, I'm sorry to hear you're being taxed a lot. I'm donating 1 cent to you to help. Listen, man, anything to take care of Uncle Sam's, laws and bills and all that shit definitely goes, does not fall on deaf ears. It is much appreciated. Sorry, I just got a notification. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, that was the reaction segment to this stream. I want to thank everyone who sent me songs to react to. If you sent them into that community post, I will get to them eventually, just not on this stream. I'll have to come back to them for next stream and continue from there. Real quick before I end, though, I did want to give an update on something in regards to the Epstein files. So, shout out to Jay Corson. Let me actually get it set up here. But Epstein file talk time. Epstein file talk time. Yahoo. Man, I love finding out that my country's run by the majority, is run by pedophiles. I'm gonna try that again. I can't speak. I just love finding out that the majority of my country is run by pedophiles. You gotta love that. Never mind, 1 cent too much. I'm donating 2 chicken feathers. Look, man, if you donate me a $5 KFC box, I'll love you forever. I don't even know if that's a thing anymore. If they still sell those like boxes of chicken and like biscuits and gravy for $5, but probably not. And with that, I'm out. Red Hood, stay safe, man. I know a lot of people don't care about the Epstein stuff. Fair enough. I've always found this interesting, or at least what's going on right now. So, peace out to anyone who's checking out. Thank you all for coming by. See you, Daft Not. See you, Red Hood. For those that are staying, this isn't going to be too long, but I had talked about, last time I streamed, a number of photos that I had come across while looking through the Epstein files. And I found a lot of photos that were like of what looked to be models in some photo shoot. And Defy Joe came in here and he actually confirmed to me that they were something called like an automated rotating something. What the hell was it called? Autodesk rotating entourage. It's essentially like just photos of people just in a rotating circle, just so you can get like a model for like, someone's full body. There was just a countless number of those photos saved in the Epstein files for some reason, but Defy Joe debunked that for me because I didn't know what they were, who they were in relation to Epstein. So I was glad that he came in and confirmed that. At least like they don't seem to be like in any, trouble. That was like the main thing because I was trying to determine if they were people who were potential victims of Epstein. But in those searches, I mentioned one like group of photos that we discovered a few people who were, I guess, already known to be creeps or pedophiles in the Epstein circle. Andre Asif, this old dude who apparently passed away in 2022, and Jean-Luc Brunel, who he'd already passed in 2022 by suicide, but he was already known by that point to be a big Epstein conspirator, someone who had already, been known to be good friends and close with Epstein, and also a potential human trafficker himself. So anytime I see someone like that and I see that they died by suicide, I never believe it. I never believe it. And I'll also say, before we go into this segment, that I am not suicidal. I am in a clean bill of health. I do not have any enemies in my life, and my brakes work completely fine on my car. Just figured I'd put that out there. Like you said last stream, if anything, it's the Trump files. I still prefer him over Biden. That's crazy. His name definitely appears in it a good number of times, but, it's not even just a political issue at this point, man. It's like, it just goes so much deeper than that. But anyways, this dude appeared in these photos in the Epstein files, right? And maybe he looked familiar to some people, but to me, like, I had no idea who this person was. I don't know who he was. And by the time I had ended my last stream, no one knew who this man was, or like, we didn't have a positive identification onto who this man is. Well, while I was streaming tonight, Jay Corson put in the chat that they actually found the name of this gentleman. His name is Gerald Marie, who, okay, so he's already known to have sexual assault and harassment allegations made against him. Interesting. Born 1950, so he's already an old, salt and peppered white dude sleazeball. Former model agency boss who headed elite model management in Paris and was among the most powerful figures in the fashion industry. He was accused by several women of committing rape and sexual assault during the 1980s and 1990s. He denied the allegations of prosecutors and closed the investigation in February 2023 due to statute of limitations. Marie resigned from Elite in 1999. On the same day as his resignation, Elite chairman John Casablancas issued an unconditional apology to models and their families for the shocking, unacceptable, and totally incorrect behavior of some agency executives. No, I wouldn't consider that justice for anyone who was found in the Epstein files, or, a victim of this guy who, it's crazy because it's like, we're just finding this time and time again that literally, like, the most powerful people, it's almost like they're just in one big group or one big group chat, and they all just know each other. Whether if it's the CEO of you know, Victoria's Secret, whether if it's this guy, whether if it's Epstein, whether if it's Donald Trump, or whether if it's, you know, Bill Gates, whether if it's Bill Clinton. Like, it's just all of the most powerful people in the world. It's like interesting how they all just kind of networking, know each other in some way through like a connection of at least one or maybe two other people. I was watching Ro Khanna's talk with Andrew Callaghan, I think that's his name. He does the Channel 5 News. I didn't watch the whole video, but he was talking about how, like, it's fascinating how since the release of these Epstein files, we're coming to find that the most famous, rich, and powerful people on this earth are, like, in cahoots with each other. They all know each other, and these files confirm it. Like, we've seen this dude. We've seen Andre Assaf, who was another big business CEO or exec. Jean-Luc Brunel, same thing. Although he was, I think, already accused of being a trafficker. This guy as well. These guys are all, and it's good to know at least that they've already been outed as creeps and, you know, the pedophiles that they are. But this guy's still alive. So let's see a little what the Wikipedia page has to say about his sexual assault and harassment allegations. Let's see, you know, kind of get a little glimpse about what we're working with here. Also, you know who Palm Beach Pete is, by the way? Yeah, I've been seeing that, which is crazy. That this guy who looks just like Jeffrey Epstein is going by a name Palm Beach Pete, and like, I don't know. I mean, everything's a conspiracy theory nowadays, but oh, I don't know what happened there, but yeah, this dude, like, I don't know if he's like a local celebrity, but man, come on. That I get there's doppelgangers, but his name is Peach. Excuse me. I don't know why I keep wanting to say Peach Bomb. Peach Bomb. You know, I guess that is something that could exist too. But Palm Beach Pete, which is this dude. Okay, yeah, maybe it's a little different. Like if you look at his eyebrows, like maybe they're a little bit thicker they look than his. But man, that face, the structure, maybe the hair's a little different. Like this guy doesn't have the hairline that Epstein does. This is his doppelganger, bro. And maybe this guy is completely innocent, and if he is, I'm so sorry that you have to look like, of all people, Jeffrey Epstein. But you look like Jeffrey Epstein, to the point where, even if you're completely innocent, sir, this is nothing against you, but I think just for our own sanity and well-being, you should be thoroughly investigated, just to know who you are, and just to confirm you're not, you know, of no deep state or anything like that. He kind of looks like Fonzie. Yeah, he does look like Henry Winkler. Oh! How old is Pete, by the way? I don't know. Does it say? Played by Pete Fletcher. That's his name. Pete Fletcher. Doesn't really say. Looks to be in like his probably mid to late 50s. Peach Bomb sounds like some type of alcohol. Or like some sort of like rubbing oil for like bad skin. Anyways, let's get back to Gerald Marie. In February 2021, 11 women who accused Marie of sexual misconduct and rape were invited to Paris to meet investigators. Karen Mulder, a supermodel in the 90s, said in a television interview that she spent 5 months in a mental health facility because she was raped by him multiple times. In July 2021, American model, I hope I'm saying these names right, by the way, Carrie Otis filed a complaint against him for allegedly raping her when she was 17. In August 2021, Otis filed a lawsuit alleging that he repeatedly raped her at his Paris apartment. At least 15 women have gone to French authorities with several sexual assault allegations against him. His wife between 1987 and 1993, Canadian supermodel Linda Evangelista, said she knew nothing about the reported alleged rapes and sexual assaults that would have occurred during her relationship with him. However, she stated that she believes the women who have come forward are telling the truth and praised their courage. Discussing their relationship in the 2023 documentary, the supermodels Evangelista said, "I learned that maybe I was in the wrong relationship. It's easier said than done to leave an abusive relationship. I understand that concept because I lived it. If it was just a matter of saying, I want a divorce, see ya, it doesn't work that way. He knew not to touch my face, not to touch the money maker, you know?" Wait, what? On February, wait. No, I mean, I guess, you know, not everything's black and white like that, but what did she say? She says, it was just a matter of saying, if it was just a matter of saying I want a divorce, you know, it doesn't work that way. He knew not to touch my face, not to touch the money maker, you know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she just didn't know. Like, I'm trying to figure, like, do you think, like, she was aware that these things were happening? No, I mean, she says she knew nothing about them. But, like, then she said, like, she herself, like, it sounds like she was going through an abusive relationship with him as well. I don't know if that was just physical or sexual as well, but it sounds to me like she's not surprised that he got accused of all of these things. I mean, at least at the time. I mean, I guess, you know, they divorced in 93. The guy on page 45 posing with him, Google keeps bringing up a senator, but I'm not sure if it's him or not. His name is Josh Stein. Hold on, let me go to that real quick. Page 45. Josh Stein. I don't know if that's him. Oh, I mean, then again, this is an older photo from like 12 to 13 years ago, like sometime in 2012. So maybe. On both page 45 and 46, yeah. Yeah, obviously that's Gerald Marie. He, you know, has all the allegations made against him. When were these made, by the way? Were these were made in 2021, and these photos were from, okay, these were before the allegations, because these are definitely from like 2012, early 2010s. Ooh. It looks like him. Just the hair is different. Like, this guy has a lot less hair than... Oh, well. I did have Josh Stein. But of course, you know, money talks and money also grows hair. So, you know, maybe since this photo was taken, this guy's made a lot more money and got a lot better hair products, but... On February 13th, 2023, French prosecutors closed criminal investigations into the rape and sexual assaults allegedly committed by Marie during the 80s and 90s on the grounds that under France's statutes of limitations, the alleged offenses had taken place too long ago to be prosecuted. Crazy. The decision to drop the criminal investigations did not prevent alleged victims from pursuing claims against Marie through the civil courts. Former BBC journalist Lisa Brinkworth is among the alleged victims who said that they would progress civil cases against Gerald Marie. Brinkworth claims she was sexually assaulted in a Milan nightclub by Marie in 1998 while she was working undercover on a documentary investigation into sex crimes against fashion models. So it's almost like she kind of experienced firsthand what was happening in that scene. He was the president of Elite Model Management European Division. He was married to a Canadian. Yeah, I already mentioned that. Who knows, maybe he got hair transplant. Yeah, exactly. But it does, going back to Josh Stein, this guy does look a lot like this dude, just, you know, older, obviously. No, I agree. I think certain crimes there shouldn't be a statute of limitation for. Anything involving, like, you know, anything involving, like, the violation of children, violation of people, you know, like rape, sexual assault, like anything really heinous like that, like, there shouldn't be a statute of limitation. Things like selling drugs, stealing, maybe like a fight, you know, stuff like that. I feel like that, you know, could have a limitation because anyone who does those kind of things can change as a person. And it's like, you know, like someone who robs a store, even if they're like a serial like thief or serial burglar where they stolen from multiple stores. Maybe they're doing it for the love of it. Maybe they're doing it because they're angry at the world. But there could also be some logical reason. Like, here's how I always look at it. There could be some logical reason behind why that guy was stealing from the grocery store or stealing from that shop. Maybe he needed food. Maybe he had a child at home that he needed to feed. And for whatever reason, one way or another, he just couldn't get the money. You're not going to let your child starve, right? And here's how I always look at life when it comes to, like, really serious things. And maybe this is a hot take, but hear me out. Murderers can be justified. Someone who takes someone's life away, you know, obviously there are certain things that they'd have to, you know, cover to consider, or, you know, what am I trying to say here? I'm losing my train of thought. Excuse me. Let me start over. Murder can be justified because sometimes a person's reason for murdering could be self-defense. Maybe it's the self-defense of a loved one. Maybe they had to because that person was going crazy, or maybe they were going to do a heinous act themselves, and to save other people's lives, they had to take them out. Murder can be justified like that. There is no justification for sexual assault, rape, the violation of minor, a child, trafficking, and that involves trafficking, rape, abuse, torture, murder, anything like that. When it comes to like that of a child, like those things are completely inexcusable. There shouldn't be no statute of limitation. So if this guy Gerald Marie is guilty of the things he's accused of, which, you know, given the time frame and given who he was hanging around with and the other people and what they've been guilty of who hung around Epstein, I think it's safe to assume that, you know, we can't say for sure if those actual allegations themselves specifically did happen, but we can say safely we're not surprised if they did happen. Just Gerald Marie, he's a creep as well. You know, he had to step down because of all these allegations made against him. And, you know, like, that could also be because since, like, the late 2010s and the 2020s, this whole Me Too movement, a lot of victims have been coming out and, like, you know, standing up for things that had happened to them in the 80s and 90s and 2000s. You know, because obviously I was born in 2000. I can't speak on it, but from what our parents tell us, the 80s and 90s were a crazy time. Like, a lot of shit did go unnoticed, unchecked, you know, disciplined, unpunished. You know, a lot of crazy things did happen, and unfortunately, a lot of things happened to the woman. So, Gary Plouse is justified, for example. Yeah, look, man, exactly. That karate instructor, you know, by the way, happy Gary Plouse Day. I think that was, it was the anniversary. I think it was 40-year anniversary just the other day, but that's a perfect example of murder being justified. That guy was molesting his son. He was a karate instructor for his son, and he was sexually assaulting his son for like a year straight, I saw. And he brought up a really good point. Like, as a father, you don't know what to do. Like, like shooting this guy, like, and I'm not even a father, and I can't even imagine what he must have felt. But like, if someone ever violates someone you love, but especially your own child, like, there isn't a punishment on this earth that would be enough to satisfy you that you want to do to this man. Like, I could completely understand that Gary Plouse probably, if he had it his way, let's be truthful now, if Gary Plouse had it his way, he would have done way more than just shoot the guy. He would have tortured him for weeks upon weeks for doing what he did to his son. Violated that man in every way, shape, and fashion. Honestly, he would have had the right to do so. But, you know, he did it the best way that he knew he would get justification out of, and that he knew would make this man never able to do that to another child and to his son ever again. And that was to blow the guy's brains out. Fuck him. Let him die. That's my thing. If you do it, I don't play when it comes to like anything revolving like children, protection of children. Like, you do anything like that, you have to die. It's as simple as that. Like, I don't care if that's a hot take. Cancel me. I don't care. I think we're past that point. I think everything since the release of these Epstein files, I think a lot of people are under that impression as well, and under that belief that, yeah, certain things, like, you've done certain things, especially involving children, yeah, you should probably not be here. Forget feeding you 3 meals a day. Forget giving you roof, shelter, health, dental. Like, fuck all that, bro. So, I'm rambling now. Gary shot the guy in the head while drunk, too. Was Gary drunk when he did that? I mean, that's still just as ballsy, too, because he was under the influence while doing it, and he still did it, you know, like the badass he was. So, all right, well, I just wanted to give that little update in regards to the Epstein files. I didn't have time, like, since the last time I streamed, to go do more research on the files, but next time I'll do more, like, reactions to some of the recommendations or requests you guys have sent me, and then I'll do a little bit more research on the Epstein files. I'll probably stream either Friday or Saturday night, either one of those nights. Look out for a community post. I will, you know, post that there when the next time I go live. Oh yeah, no, I know. I've been through this file before. Like, yeah, you see Ghislaine Maxwell and Epstein in these files. They appear in so many files, so don't be surprised if they appear in them. But yeah, listen, go through this file, like, go to the Epstein library. Just literally look up Department of Justice Epstein library, and then, you know, just start looking through these EFTA numbers. And if you want to start here, again, go to the Epstein library on DOJ and look up this EFTA number, and that's how you'll get this, you know, photo set that I'm on right now. And then, you know, if you have the data sets, if you look up the data set, you can go through more files there. But yeah, I tell everyone, listen, start looking through the files, and if you see anything, like, say something, and, like, you know, bring awareness to it. So, but yeah, with that said, I see Corson's getting, a little into it. Can you help me on which country that type of uniform on page 70? Alright, I'll do this real quick, but then I'm gonna head out. Oh, I think I know which photo you're talking about. This one. Those look, honestly, I could be wrong. Those are either Chinese or North Korean. Hold on, there's like a... I don't want to pull this photo up just because there's an interesting... Not interesting, there's a fucking... Alright, there we go. You're talking about this one. Those, I don't know if anyone recognizes those, but those look to be either North Korean or Chinese. There was talks that, like, I guess, like, Epstein had talks, and, like, he literally knew everybody. Like, he was in talks with, like, he was giving the Queen financial advice, apparently. He was talking to, like, I guess the Prime Minister of India, or whoever the leader of India is, and then I saw something that, like, he may have had, like, talks with, like, North Korean or Chinese leaders. Just based on the red and gold here, I'm gonna guess Chinese, because those letterings right there, those don't look Korean. Usually you can tell if it's Korean by like the little circle or zero in it. Those absolutely look like Chinese letters, so I'm gonna assume those are Chinese uniforms. That'd be my guess. Again, there was like speculation and info that Epstein had a lot of info on like intelligence for not just America, but I guess like other countries too. But we shall continue the Epstein research another time, because there's other stuff I've found, that I haven't shown on stream yet, that I just from going through the Epstein files, but we're gonna save those for another time. Probably Friday night. I'm thinking Friday night. It's probably when I'll stream. If not Friday, maybe Saturday night. But I'm gonna end it here though, y'all. This has been a very fun stream. Thank you all so much for coming on this journey with me tonight, going through the WAFK unknown songs and solved songs, as well as, listening through some reactions. I'm at that part of the night where I can't speak because my brain's tired. All cylinders are shutting off, so I can't speak as well. I will see y'all next time I stream, which will be soon. Again, Saturday or Friday. Somewhere one of those 2 days. Of course. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. Like I always say, remember to stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, stay out of the Epstein files. And of course, stay listening to some good fucking music. I will see y'all next time.